I need some help understanding this case because now, today, I can say with the utmost respect to this family, to the mom, but now even stations are coming for her saying that your hoes are not making, your stories is not making any sense. They have holes in it and they're messed up, they're mixed up in your daughter's case with her being missing and a homicide. It doesn't match when you say that you saw your daughter getting dressed for school, but then that contradicts with you saying that you saw her during her birthday and then that was it. Guys, this story with Madeline Soto has even more holes than we originally thought. Not only between the mom, but also between the stepdad, as he claimed to be, to this poor baby girl who sadly got murdered by her mom's boyfriend. This is the case that we're talking about with Madeline Soto. But now, not just us, you guys, now the stations are saying that her story is not making sense. Could she have something to do with this now? Is she lying about this? Guys, the articles and videos that I have to show you today here on Novesity is gonna make you question this even. It's questioning me now because I'm thinking the mom is completely innocent. People are overthinking, they're overdoing it. She's just worried. It's just a mom that's scared for her daughter, who she found her daughter deceased because her boyfriend murdered her daughter. But now, oh my God, now there's articles, there's videos, comments saying that the mother contradicts her statements and she knows more. This case is driving me nuts, and the amount of research that I've been doing today, I can't find a way to claim that she made a mistake or she said it by accident or she's going with the boyfriend. Y'all, she made a huge error in her statement, in her words, her context. Oh man, this is not. Mom, if you know more, please tell us. If you know more, please tell us. Welcome to Novesity. My name is No. Welcome to this true crime podcast. We are talking about Madeline Soto, the case that everyone's going crazy for. This is going wild, man. This is just crazy, man. Does the mom know more? We don't know. But even the stations are not having it. Let's have a look at this video that I'm about to show you. Do me a favor. Hit the like and share button for me. I would appreciate that very, very, very much. Let's bump up those shares, those likes. If you are new, hit the follow button, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Let's jump into this case right away because I want to understand what is going on with the mom now because this ain't looking too good, y'all. All right, let's get into it.
First, breaking in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Why prosecutors are now calling for an investigation into this local sheriff. And how the story Madeline's mother provided law enforcement doesn't line up with what investigators know.
We spoke one-on-one with Jennifer Soto last Tuesday. Good afternoon. I'm Darlene Jones.
And I'm Greg Wormuth. At that point, her daughter Madeline had been missing for 1 day. She told us that Stephen Stearns, her boyfriend and now the prime suspect in Madeline's death, had taken the teenager to school. She said the last conversation she had with the 13-year-old was the night before. But this report we got a hold of today shows she told deputies she saw her daughter the morning of her disappearance. Channel 9 investigative reporter Shannon Butler has been digging into the details of this case. She joins us live in studio. And Shannon, that's not the only thing you noticed in this new report.
Greg, no one has been charged in Madeline Soto's death, but we do know investigators are looking into who knew what and when. And some of that means looking at those initial interviews of the couple and the ones later on. Sources tell me the statements about the timeline are not consistent. Jennifer Soto told us last week that the last conversation she had with her daughter was about her 13th birthday party the night before Maddie disappeared.
I told her good night and Yeah, that was it.
But according to documents, Sunday night was not the last time Soto saw Maddie. New documents show that Maddie's mom told deputies on February 26th that she saw her daughter getting dressed for school at 8 o'clock that morning and that her boyfriend.
Oh my God. What?
Then took the teen to school. But since that initial report was taken, we learned from the Orange County Sheriff that Maddie was likely dead earlier than that.
Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off. Instead, we believe she was already dead at the time and that Stephen Stearns moved her body in the early morning hours on that day.
Channel 9 has been going through statements from Stephen Stearns and Soto trying to piece together what happened in the last few hours of the little girl's life, starting with our interview of the couple. Her mom told us last week.
We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
But in that same interview, then said,
I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Detectives believe Maddie was likely dead early Monday morning because a video timeline shows Maddie's belongings being dumped in a dumpster at 7:35 by Stearns. At 8:19, Sheriff Mina said video shows Maddie in Stearns' vehicle believed to be deceased. Since then, the case has moved to Kissimmee Police, and sources tell us that Soto has been interviewed multiple times by detectives at 2 agencies, and that they are looking closely at all the statements she's made. But officially, Kissimmee Police won't comment. So this initial report also shows that Stearns told investigators that after Maddie got out of his car, she stopped to look in that book bag before he drove away. That same book bag was found actually in the dumpster. After her death, he then said he went home for about an hour after going to the vape store and running errands. He was home that day until 2:30. Detectives say a tip showed him changing a flat tire not far from where the little girl's body was found that afternoon.
All right, Shannon, it is starting to piece together. Thank you. We also spoke to suspect Stephen Stearns before he was arrested. He also told us he dropped off Madeline for school the morning of her disappearance.
She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
Again, law enforcement believes Stearns never drove Madeline to school and that she was already dead that morning.
Greg, also breaking this afternoon, the state attorney's office says it's asking the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to investigate how and why a photo that appeared to be a body in the woods was posted to the Osceola County Sheriff's personal Instagram page. The photo was posted less than 24 hours after investigators found Madeline Soto's body. Sheriff Marcos Lopez, who you see here, said he accidentally posted the image when sharing a post of himself visiting.
Time out. So this is the guy that posted the, okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay. All right, everybody, this is getting too much. This case is a mess. This case is a mess. They haven't charged no one with the homicide yet, but they strongly believe he's a suspect. No charges yet. They haven't charged him officially yet. They believe he did it. They believe the mother's story now is a little it's a bit of a contradiction there, and we see it. So the mother has contradicted not herself, not even once, but twice. I think 3 times, but twice for sure. And the guy had things in his phone, right? That was factory reset. That they could have charged him with more other younger individuals. But now, this is are you telling me that there's a slap on the wrist, that the crime scene photo that's leaked, and I believe I do have the photo. I do have the crime scene photo, but out of respect for the family, I am not going to show that photo. And I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to get clout. I do believe that I have the photo, but I'm not going to show it. Please understand that. You would know why. But that's besides the point. I have defended this mother. Mom, if you're watching this, because I know you have a Facebook account, and definitely, I think you must have saw my videos. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Mom, I'm trying to defend you. You know, I genuinely feel that your story's a little mixed up because your daughter passed away. But it's hard to defend you when even the documents, your statement, it's contradictory a little bit. And damn, Mom, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. Chat, with your permission, this video is so important because the title of this video, the mom could be, I didn't say she is, she could be a suspect now. But I want to replay this video just to show you section by section of how this shit is getting crazy.
First breaking in the death of 13-year-old Madeline Soto. Why prosecutors are now calling for an investigation into this local sheriff. And
investigation into the local sheriff. That prosecutors are saying that. Well done. Good job. That's what I like to hear. Get involved.
How the story Madeline's mother provided law enforcement doesn't line up with what investigators know.
We spoke one-on-one with Jennifer Soto last Tuesday. Good afternoon. I'm Darlene Jones.
And I'm Greg Wormuth. At that point, her daughter Madeline had been missing for one day. She told us that Stephen Stearns, her boyfriend and now the prime suspect in Madeline's death, had taken the teenager to school. She said the last conversation she had with the 13-year-old was the night before.
She said the last conversation she had with her daughter was the night before. Oh boy, that's one thing.
But this report we got a hold of today shows she told deputies she saw her daughter the morning of her disappearance.
Now she told the deputy that I saw my daughter in the morning of her disappearance. Mom, how can you see your daughter in the morning with her getting dressed if police believe that she'd been passed away before school? Oh my God. What is going on? I'm trying my best, y'all. Mom, I have literally, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying here. But bro, oh boy, let's keep playing this video. Oh my gosh, this is getting way out of hand.
Channel 9 investigative reporter Shannon Butler has been digging into the details of this case. She joins us live in studio. And Shannon, that's not the only thing you noticed in this new report.
Greg, no one has been charged in Madeline Soto's death, but we do know investigators are looking into who knew what and when. And some of that means looking at those initial interviews of the couple and the ones later on. Sources tell me the statements about the timeline are not consistent. Jennifer Soto told us last week that the last conversation she had with her daughter was about her 13th birthday party the night before Maddie disappeared.
I told her good night, and yeah, that was it.
But according to
okay, so I can kind of see how like she just, it sounds like guys, I know you probably wondering why am I defending the mom. Something tells me that she really is innocent. You know, I'm not being biased here, guys. I'm not. It's just I don't really see how that statement, what she just said. She said goodnight to her daughter and that was it. That sounds like a normal thing to do. But let's continue. You guys, I'm very honest. You guys know this. Let's break this down. Let's keep listening.
The documents. Sunday night was not the last time Soto saw Maddie. New documents show that Maddie's mom told deputies on February 26th that she saw her daughter getting dressed for school at 8.
Okay, so that's saying new documents. New documents is saying that, okay, now that can be a red flag. Oh, damn. that can be a red flag, because if it's new documents, then that means that she updated her statement. Oh, fuck, dude, that's not cool. Okay, now that's strange. I can admit to you guys, that is strange.
Mom told deputies on February 26th that she...
Oh, shit, wait, what? Hold on.
On February 26th, that February 26th.
Hold on, chat. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to read this document.
That she saw her daughter getting dressed for school at 8 o'clock that
8 o'clock. Okay.
morning, and that her boyfriend then took the teen to school.
But wait a minute. That means that it contradicts his statement as well. What is going on? Wait a minute. He said did he say he drove her to school around 7:30? What? Yo, hold on. Yo, what is going on? Oh my God. Wait.
But since that initial report was taken, we learned from the Orange County Sheriff that Maddie was likely dead earlier than that.
She was... How can you see your daughter getting dressed, Mom, if she was already deceased? And you said that we drove her, but you did clear it though. You said your boyfriend. I can give her that. She said her boyfriend. She corrected herself. But your statement doesn't.
That.
Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off. Instead, we believe she was already dead at the time, and that Stephen Stearns moved her body in the early morning hours on that day.
There it is. There's the nail in the coffin. Listen to what he said. I'm going to replay it. Listen.
Clear than that.
Our detectives have determined that Madeline was never dropped off. Instead, we believe she was already dead at the time, and that Stephen Stearns moved her body in the early morning hours on that day.
Channel.
In the early hours of that day. Oh my gosh, bro.
9 has been going through statements from Stephen Stearns and Soto trying to piece together what happened in the last few hours of the little girl's life, starting with our interview of the couple. Her mom told us last week.
We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
But in that same interview,
you know what really bugs my mind is that how can she get to say that? He should have said that. He did. We're going to review this interview because I did play it, but I didn't finish it the last podcast. I know so many other people are doing it. No, I'm doing it different. I'm going to replay this, get the article, and I got a screenshot of that document. We're going to cross-reference all that data. I already got the timeline presented right here. Built it myself. We're going to see these holes. I want to plug in these holes because this is bullshit. I'm giving the mom the benefit of doubt. Mom, please. I'm trying here. Are we good? Are we connected? Are we back? Are we good? Okay, we're connected. No, we're good. We're good. We're connected. We're good. We're good. We're good. This internet, yo, I gotta get out of here. Are we good? Back? Yes, we're back. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. Very sorry about that. I'm trying to get the mom the benefit of the doubt. It's really tough because it's like, it's only so much you can do to defend. You know what I'm saying? But everyone who sent stars, Precious, thank you so much, Precious. Sue said with the 100 stars, keep up the excellent work. Thank you so much. Sally with the 100 stars says, new watcher. Hello, Sally. Welcome to the family. Precious Carmelo, again, Precious, thank you. Jesus. Precious, thank you. Elizabeth with the 100 stars says, thank you for being you. Thank you. Diana with the 200 stars. Thank you. Oh my God, guys. Facebook is popping off. Amanda with the 100 stars. Thank you so much, Amanda. K. Cole. I think, right? Yeah. Leonard with the 100 stars. Thank you. And Catherine with the 100 stars. You guys are incredible. Let me answer some questions because I know people are going crazy in the chat right now. And I can understand that because this is crazy. This is crazy. And I understand that. This is wild. This is getting wild. I know. Keiko with the $4.99 super chat. She says, time to get involved. Keiko, you better stop. You stars and all this stuff. I appreciate you, Keiko. Thank you. Dion, I hope I said that right. She rehearsed her statement. They have yet to mention if Stefan had a job. I did an interview in the podcast yesterday, who's her friend, a guy who was named Frank, who was friends with Stefan. By the way, that YouTube video will be posted in 1 hour. I hope you guys can watch that YouTube video. I captured it, I edited it, and I'm going to be uploading that straight to YouTube. If you are not following me on YouTube, you're going to miss out on the video that I edited today of that interview. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. She is traumatized, perhaps even blaming herself for dating that creep. You know what? I can see that. I like the super chat. I can see that. I can see that 100%. 100%. Nicole, how are you, Nicole? Nicole, thank you so much for the super chat. Nicole says, can we take a moment to send love prayers to the detectives who had to see graphic images in this POS's phone? That has to be hard, as they are probably parents with themselves. I agree with Nicole, because, guys, what they had to do is they had to open this guy's phone, right? They had to open this guy's phone. Hold on. Let me get a better ugly picture of him. They had to open this guy's phone. Thank you, Nicole, so much for the super chat. Oh, my God. Facebook is going wild. They had to open up his phone. And you know what they had to do, right? This is going to get graphic, what I'm saying. You guys want to hear what they had to do? I'm going to tell you what they had to do. But I'm going to say, so I don't get them, I'm not going to say nothing crazy. I'm not trying to break policies or get demonetized. They had to take the images of his and see the scratch markings or the markings or scratch markings to try to see if it is him matching the photos of what was that was in the pictures. You understand? And I do give them respect, and I commend them. I commend them for that. I do. I have nothing against police. I have nothing against any official anywhere. If you're doing your job, I commend you. If you don't, I'll get on your ass. So they had to check to match his. Think of it as like a thumbprint or a tongue print or eye print, or your eye that has a specific signature. Your down there, it has a signature. It's unique. Everybody's stroke's different. Let's just say that. So he has specific markings that they had to look at to see if it's his, and it is his. It's confirmed. So gross. But I digress. Thank you. That was a good super chat, Nicole. We're gonna get to the video. Just want to answer some questions real quick. Crystal, hi Crystal. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Maybe she was told that he gave her a sleeping aid and she didn't wake up. So she was protecting him, thinking it was an accident. That's a possibility. I believe that we had a conversation with the guy that, Frank, who said that he talked about taking pills and that sort of matter. So, she was protecting him, thinking it was an accident. Ooh, Crystal, that is a different. Crystal, you be thinking outside the box, girl. I didn't think about that. Ashley Webster with the super chat? Since when? Ashley. She says, in my opinion, after they broke up, he went back to Maddie's. Mom knew and was okay with it. Maybe in on the end, she got jealous of her own daughter. She got jealous. Really? You guys got some interesting theories that I would have never thought of. She's jealous of her daughter. Damn, that's crazy. Actually, I didn't think about that. Possible. That's possible. You guys are sending some good super chats, by the way. Good. Marcy with the 530. Mom is 100% involved, says Marcy Lynn over at Facebook. Thank you for the stars. I appreciate that. Melissa, Marcella, Jeannie, Teresa. Thank you guys all on Facebook. I appreciate that. Let's finish watching this video, y'all.
Then said,
I was the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Detectives believe Maddie was likely dead early Monday morning because a video timeline shows Maddie's belongings being dumped in a dumpster at 7:35 by Stern.
Did anyone just catch that? Did anyone just catch that? Did anyone just catch that? Did anyone catch that? What time did the stuff get dumped in the what?
Early Monday morning because a video timeline shows Maddie's belongings being dumped in a dumpster at 7:35 by Stearns.
Excuse me? Her items were dumped at 7:35. Well, guess who took screenshots of that article? I did. Ashley, again, thank you for the super chat, mama. Appreciate that. On February 26th, at approximately 800 hours, Jennifer observed missing Madeline Soto getting dressed for school at 8 o'clock. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Mom, maybe it was a mistake, Mom. How did you see your daughter get dressed at 8 o'clock if he dumped the items at 7:35? How did you see your daughter? Oh my gosh, bro, there's no way. I later spoke to Stefan, who stated in verbal and sworn written statement the following: at approximately 8:25 through 8:45, Stefan dropped off Madeline off approximately 1 block. That's an hour ahead. You dropped off Madeline an hour ahead of the time that they got video footage of you dropping her items off in a dumpster? Oh, what is going on? Yo, chat, this is... Oh my God. Can somebody help me with the situation? Can somebody tell me something? Can somebody give me the benefit of the doubt? I mean, I don't want to be a person who I don't want to be, no. Confirmation bias is the death. It's the enemy. The crafty one over at YouTube, thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. As a person that has taken medication for mental health, and the meds really put you into a trance, she's probably having a hard time finding the words. Also, with the meds come emotional detachments. I don't know if the mom is on medication. I just know that the girl had disabilities. She had stuff that was wrong with her. Did the mom have medication? I didn't know that. Is that true, or we don't know? Marie Paul with the 100 stars at Facebook. Thank you. Carissa with the 100 stars at Facebook. Thank you. Melissa NC and Tricia Morgan, you just became supporters at Novesity Nation. Welcome to the family. We appreciate you. Enjoy your perks in the chat. Facebook, I am reading comments over at Facebook, by the way. I'm paying attention to comments. I don't think we know, people are saying. Let's finish up this video. I'm going crazy.
At 8:19, Sheriff Mina said video shows Maddie in Stern's vehicle believed to be deceased.
Oh, excuse me? Excuse me? Go back.
I was the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
Detectives believe Maddie was likely dead early Monday morning because a video timeline shows Maddie's belongings being dumped in a dumpster at 7:35 by Stearns. At 8:19, Sheriff Mina said video shows Maddie in Stearns' vehicle believed to be deceased.
8:19. 8:19. She was already deceased. They believe in the vehicle. 8:19. But Mom, you said you saw your daughter around 8 o'clock before she went to school. How was she already deceased 19 minutes later? 7:35, he disposed of her stuff. But how did you see your daughter, Mom? I'm not the one saying you're guilty. You have something to do with this, Jenny. I swear I'm not. I've been defending you. I try to see the light in people. But with comments saying this and people, now news stations, and now articles that you gave the statement for are in contradiction. You got to help me out here, because how is your daughter already deceased? Oh God, these are not good. Not good, chat. Not good. Not good.
Belongings being dumped in a dumpster at 7:35 by Stearns. At 8:19, Sheriff Mina said video shows Maddie in Stearns' vehicle believed to be deceased. Since then, the case has moved to Kissimmee Police, and sources tell us that Soto has been interviewed multiple times by detectives at 2 agencies, and that they are looking closely at all the statements she's made. But officially, Kissimmee Police won't comment. So this initial report also shows that Stearns told investigators that after Maddie got out of his car, she stopped to look in that book bag before he drove away. That same book.
Whoa, wait, what?
Won't comment.
Whoa.
So this initial report also shows that Stearns told investigators that after Maddie got out of his car, she stopped to look in that book bag before he drove away. That same book bag was found actually in the dumpster. After her death, he then said he went home for about an hour after going to the vape store and running errands. He was home that day until 2:30. Detectives say a tip showed him changing a flat tire not far from where the little girl's body was found that afternoon.
All right, Shannon, it is starting to piece together. Thank you. We also spoke to suspect Stephen Stearns before he was arrested. He also told us he dropped off Madeline for school the morning of her disappearance.
She was asleep for most of the way.
She was what? Steffens, you barnacle. Say that again?
She was asleep for most of the way.
Give me a second. Can I get the address to the school? Wait, kiss me. Can somebody send me the address to the school, please? Just to the school real quick. She was asleep most of the way. Where's the school at? I think I got it. Loop 13502, right? 13502? Is it 13502? That's the school, right? Town Loop Boulevard? Oh no, Hunters Creek Middle School. Got it. I got it. Stern, I already digged in your ass, and I already found that you made errors. But Mom, I'm trying to find truth in you. Yo baby daddy saying that she was in the car, she went to sleep most of the way. I checked how long it takes from your address to the school, and it's just 15 minutes on a regular day. 15 minutes. So your daughter, that's not even your daughter, you barnacle, that's not your daughter, you predator. Your daughter, the girl, Madeline, the poor innocent girl you decided to kill, was in the car, fell asleep most of the way of 15 minutes that the mom said she saw, but she went to sleep. I'm not jacking that. You are saying that because you are trying to cover up the fact that, and it confirms that she was not awake. She wasn't. Remember, guys, he never made it to the school. If he has the girl in the car, where is he going if she's not? Where is he taking her? if he didn't go to school. You guys understand that, right? Steffens had the girl in his possession. He did not make it to the school. He just said to y'all, listen.
So told us he dropped off Madeline for school the morning of her disappearance.
He didn't.
She was asleep for most of the way.
She was asleep for most of the way. It takes 15 minutes to the school you did not go to. What did you do with her? You had a sufficient amount of a closed window from the house to the school you did not go to take her. 7:35, you drop off the items at the dumpster. Motherfucker, there's more than a red flag between you. And now the mother? Jesus, take the wheel. This, I tell you, this shit has holes. I'm telling you, this has more holes than a prostitute. Because this doesn't make sense. And now the mom, I have given you chances. I'm giving you the benefit of doubt, but you have contradictory statements. It does.
Told her have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
Again, law enforcement believes Stearns never drove Madeline to school and that she was already dead that morning.
Greg, also breaking this afternoon, the state attorney's office says it's asking the Florida Department of Law Enforcement to investigate how and why a photo that appeared to be a body in the woods was posted to the Osceola County Sheriff's personal Instagram page. The photo.
Yes, so we're gonna get into this a little more, but I do want to focus on the mom. Guys, please do not get mad at me if I'm saying that I somewhat still believe the mom. You know, people are innocent until proven guilty. We know this. I just think that, like, in my heart, I think that she was just a mother who lost her daughter and she's just fumbling. That's what I did. But then again, a mother with her daughter is more of a deeper connection. That's why I'm saying that maybe she fumbled. I don't know. We're going to guys, we're not done. This is the beginning of the podcast. All right. Manda with the 10-5 super chat. Thank you. The mom knew she had to. I think she knew and she didn't care. She just wanted him to stay with her. That's a possibility. That's actually what somebody else said that. We're going to read the comments of my last podcast. I hope you guys left some good comments. I'm going to read your comments. If you commented on the last podcast, I told everyone, I said, comment on the last, after I end the podcast, it gets posted. Make a comment on the video. I will look at your comments. Kenna, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. Holy chicken strips. She says, keep in mind, the mom works late nights. What if at 8 a.m. Creep told her Maddie was getting dressed and he would take her to school to let mom sleep? But why would the mom say that she saw her daughter getting dressed? That was the mom's statement. The mom said look at this. I'm not capping. Look, have a look. I got the resources. Look at this. Approximately 800 hours. That is 8 o'clock. Jennifer observed missing Madeline Soto. We're confirming 2 individuals and the adjective, but I mean the verb, but what was indicated, missing. Getting dressed for school. That's the problem that I'm having with her statement right here. I would be very, very, very keen on that detail, because if that's a big detail, like if something happened, I would say, yes, officers, I saw Madeline getting dressed for school around 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock because I get out of work. I got there 8 o'clock. And then before you tell me I saw her the night before, it was her birthday, and you didn't, say nothing about her getting dressed before. And the times doesn't make sense because 8 o'clock, she been died. Oh, this is a mess. I'm losing this case. I'm losing it. Everybody, these super chats are actually very informative. And these stars are very informative. Thank you guys for your wonderful questions. Netta, hi Netta, how are you? With the 99 super chat, she says, I think the mom knew the whole time. Imagine the mom killed her daughter because the daughter said she was going to tell, and then the boyfriend tried to get rid of the body because of it. You know, your super chat is kind of similar to, I think, of other people's super chats of like the mom just knew. Either she did it, he did it, whoever has done it, that you guys all believe that the mother knew about the daughter being dead. So could this be a possibility? This could be another scenario. I respect people's opinions. This is a good super chat. Hey, listen, with all the holes in this story, I'm not knocking no scenario off. Shit, you guys predicted what happened with the Savannah Soto case. And we still don't have the death location, even still today. Amanda, again with the 5 super chat, says, Jen came home late at night before from work, so that's why loser took her. But why did Jen say she texted him to have him drop her off? Where was mom? Amanda, where did you hear that from? That the mom texted him to say to drop her off? Because if this is true, why did the mom say she saw her daughter? You better be lying. This better be a lie. Or you was misinformed. This better be a joke. Can somebody, are you mistaken? Are you mistaken? This better be a mistake. The mom text Stefan to drop her daughter off? Because if that's the case, how did you see her daughter get dressed? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna need to see receipts for this super chat. Oh my gosh, Crafty with the 20 beans super chat. Crafty, are you Crafty? Crafty says he's doing something to the mom to intimidate her, cracking his fingers behind her in the interview, making sure she doesn't say anything, because if you do, the cracks are like, I will get you and you mess up in the interview. I am not knocking this because there has been intimidation tactics by husbands, step-husbands, stepfathers, boyfriends, where they try to intimidate the mom. You are correct. I was on cases on that, and you are correct. And I love this super chat. I am not knocking it. This is yet another good super chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Grace with the 100 stars. Remember, Facebook, if you want to get your message across, you can send stars to get your message across. Stars are equivalent to super chats. It shows right here. Crafty, very good super chat. Very good super chat. She said with her message, Grace says, hello, I'm new here. Oh, hello, Grace. Welcome.
Was posted less than 24 hours after investigators found Madeline Soto's body. Sheriff Marcos Lopez, who you see here, said he accidentally posted the image when sharing a post of himself visiting a senior citizens area. The sheriff's office has not said why the sheriff had the photo or who took it. Developments continue to come out in this tragic story in our community. For Eyewitness News at 5, we'll show you the impact Madeline's death has had on our entire
community, is what she was saying.
I'm Vinny Politan. Thank you so much for.
This is another video up to date about this case. We are showing up to date information covering the Madeline Soto case. My name is Nove. Welcome to Novesity True Crime Podcast. Get involved, get active, get here, get involved with me here now. Facebook. We have 66 shares over at Facebook. We have 500 people watching over at Facebook. Please do me a favor. Can we just get to 100 shares for me? This gets the information, the correct information out about this case between Madeline Soto and the suspect, Steffens. Got a little brain fart. Excuse me about that. Now, this podcast is about Madeline Soto, but the mom is showing some red flags as some of her statements is a contradiction. Now, over Novesity, I can't legally say that she's guilty. She has something to do with it. It's 100%. I can't say that through legal purposes. But many people believe that because of her statement, which I have right here, guys. Don't worry about it. I got articles. I got this statement that you're going to be like, what the hell? I got the information. Stay with me. I'll do less talking. I'll get more showing and more on the articles. I promise you. Let me see here real quick. Nicole Holder with the 5 gifted subs. If you got subs from, thank you, Ashley Webster. I appreciate you. Nicole, if you got a badge from Nicole, say thank you to Nicole Holder. I appreciate you, Nicole. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. I see you, Stacy Sydney. Let's get back to the story. This is getting wild.
Buddy Politan, thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Closing Arguments. And we've
Hold on. I'm going to start a poll. I'm going to let you guys decide. I'm going to make an easy poll for everyone in the chat over at Facebook and YouTube. The poll is going to be named, do you think I'm going to name it, do you believe the I'm going to reissue my old poll. Do you think the mother knows more? I'm not going to say she's guilty or she's a suspect. Do you think the mother knows more? Simple. Simple. All right, let's get into it.
We've got a couple of tragedies to talk about tonight. Let's start with Madeline Soto from down in Central Florida. There she is. She went missing on the 26th, just 13 years old. Her mother's boyfriend or husband, it's not super clear at this moment, is the one who was taking her to school on the day that she disappeared. His name is Stephen Stearns. He was arrested last Thursday. There he is. But not arrested for murder. He was arrested because of what investigators found on his cell phone. Now, some of what we're going to put up on the screen is graphic in nature, not images, but just words describing.
Hold on.
What was on that phone. I'll read part of it for you. On his phone.
You guys already know how I feel about this. Oh my God. I am going to have to duck it. I'm going to have to duck. Hold on. I'm going to have to duck it.
During the
Get ready for this, all right? I'm going to duck it. This is a PG-13 podcast, but I get involved. Trust me.
Interview with Stephen, he provided consent to search his phone. However, he stated that he accidentally performed a factory reset on his phone on February 26, 2024, which is, of course, the same day
she went missing.
That Madeline went missing.
Notice that, you know what he said? He's been charged for what was found on his phone, not for the homicide of Madeline Soto, because they need to show proof of that. Stephen is like, oh, you have me on what's on my phone? That's fine. I'll get out of jail because you can't connect me to her death. Buddy, by you factory resetting your phone, you are showing heavy clues that you know something. Why would you factory reset your phone the same day she went missing? But not only that, the biggest red flag ever is that you threw her book bag and her computer laptop in the garbage. You are not only the world's dumbest criminal, but you're going to sit there and think that they're not going to find nothing you connecting to this homicide? Because if they can't connect you to the homicide, there are people on the internet are going to say, well, if you didn't did it, who else did it? I'm not saying it. The internet is saying it. Because if they're not going to connect him to the homicide, why are you wiping your phone and throwing their stuff out? Because the next person they're going to look to is who's next. Come on, man. We're not stupid here. Don't play me.
Upon reviewing the contents of Stephen's phone, several images and videos were located which depicted.
Okay.
Give the name.
He can't even say it. He can't even say it. Oh my God, I don't have to duck it. He can't even say it.
They don't give the name. Private parts.
He can't say it. He can't say it. He can't say it. He can't. He cannot say it. He can't.
Of someone.
He can't. He can't.
Very graphic videos of a graphic assault. And then the conclusion of all that is, based on the totality of the circumstances.
He cannot even say anything. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Now you know what you're dealing with, the extreme of this case. It's not just Madeline went missing and now she's deceased and she passed away. This poor. Okay, let me be. Okay, whoever is this girl, they didn't say Madeline is this girl. The name is redacted. The name is redacted. We believe it's Madeline Soto on the name that's redacted. The people that got this document is law enforcement. Let him finish. Robin on Facebook. Give me a second. I need to explain. You know what? Let me let him finish then. You want me to let him finish? I'll shut up.
Of a graphic assault. And then the conclusion of all that is, based on the totality of the circumstances, your client has probable cause to believe Stefan committed a sexual battery. Seems like he recorded it. Freak. Recorded it. They were able to get it despite the fact that he accidentally performed a factory reset on the day that Madeline went missing. But investigators still able to track this stuff on his phone. Now, before he was arrested, Stefan Stearns agreed to an interview the night after Madeline disappeared, which is also the day before he was arrested. Courtesy of WFTV in Orlando, we have that video.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out. I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off. We don't know where she can be. And we're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to. It just keeps coming in waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. And we don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home. Conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful. We just want our baby girl back.
All right, I'm not Janine Driver, but we'll get her on this case, don't worry. But doesn't even look at the reporter's eyes when he's saying anything. Doesn't he? Like the reporter's right there, right? And then time to answer the question.
Get him.
Come on.
Get him.
Come on. Okay.
Get him.
Let's take a look at Stefan Stearns' alleged route that he took on February 26th. Remember, he's dropping Madeline off at school.
Get him.
So let's take a look. You've got the city of Kissimmee down in Florida. You know where it is, just south of Orlando. All the attractions, Disney, all of that. I'll show you. This is approximately now where their apartment is located. And it's from there that Stearns agreed to pick up Madeline and bring her to school. Now, he doesn't take her all the way to school. Let me show you where he claims he dropped off Madeline. It's the Peace United Methodist Preschool. It's about 5 miles from the apartment, where you can see right there. But he claims that she was embarrassed about being dropped off at her middle school and asked to be dropped off there. And he says that he did it at about 8:40 in the morning. So let me show you where her school is now, the middle school. It's Hunters Creek Middle School. It's about a 0.4-mile walk from where he dropped her off. And class was set to begin at 9:30, which would give her time to get there, obviously, but she never showed up. So she doesn't want you to be, she wasn't gonna see me getting dropped off, so you drop her off half a mile away, right? Now, investigators obviously took a close look at everything that they could. They worked quickly in this case.
Yep.
And let me show you what investigators believe happened that morning as opposed to what Stephen Stearns said happened that morning. We begin again in Kissimmee, Florida. We'll show you where that apartment is once again. Now, what the video evidence showed was that Stearns was there at 7:35 a.m. He appeared to be discarding items into the complex's dumpster, okay? Investigators later found in that dumpster the backpack and laptop belonging to Madeline. Remember this?
There it is. There it is. You discarded items from in the complex's garbage. This is what I wanted for you guys to watch. This is the pinnacle. This is the epitome. This is it. That is it. That is the main key. Do you want to know why? Can somebody say it in the chat? Do you want to know why? I'm about to blow your mind. Are you ready? 7:35? Apartment complex? Throwing the little girl's stuff away? Well, the mom said she saw her daughter getting dressed at 8 o'clock. He said he took her to school, 8-something, dropped her off at the church, 0.4 miles away, 4-minute walk. Are you trying to tell me that if the daughter is unalive this whole time, Stefan's at home, the mom says, what? You saw your daughter getting dressed? You just confirmed that you both were at home. You both at home. You know what that means? She died around the region of that area with you both around that general area. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's still around the same area. Somebody's lying because the boyfriend hasn't been charged of her homicide. If the boyfriend hasn't been charged of the homicide, but only the shit that's in his phone, why are you throwing her stuff out? And why did the mom say 8 o'clock? Red flags, ladies and gentlemen. And there you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is.
And laptop belonging to Madeline. Remember, this is 7:35 a.m. Then he leaves that complex. Authorities haven't released any information about where Stearns went next. But at some point, he returns to the apartment complex and is spotted there at 8:19 a.m. Video surveillance captures Madeline inside the vehicle at 8:19 when he returns. And sadly, authorities believe she was already dead at that point. There's the apartment complex. Now let me show you where Madeline was found. Madeline was discovered in a wooded area off of Hickory Tree Road, 17 miles away from the apartment. I believe it's in St. Cloud. It's about a 37-minute drive without traffic to get from Kissimmee to St. Cloud, where Madeline's remains were discovered. Now, he was supposed to appear for his initial appearance on Saturday. His attorney showed up, but he didn't. Take a look.
Stephen Stearns, or Stephens? Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to waive Mr. Stern's appearance. I'm also going to waive the reading of these charges. Mr. Stearns is aware of what he's been arrested for.
Understood, sir. You got 0 bond and 24 CF 632. Good luck to you. And there's also, is that 2 different cases?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
Oh, yes. The second case is 24 CF 643, also 0 bond. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, do you want no contact with family members, anyone?
Yes. If there isn't already a no contact provision on those warrants, I will include it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Now, the person in orange that you saw in the video, that's not him. I know he had a beard, but that's not him. That's another suspect on another case, unrelated to any of this. But he waived his appearance, didn't show up. The attorney made the appearance on his behalf. So as we sit here tonight, he's been charged for what was on his phone, but has not been charged with the murder of Madeline Soto. When will that happen? Let's bring in our think tank. Joining us tonight from Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor Al Wunsch III. Also with us in Stamford, Connecticut, criminal defense attorney. No. There he is, Darnell Crossland. You see, Jennifer wants a little more airtime tonight, and joining us in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, family law attorney Jennifer Brandt. Great to see everyone tonight. Thanks for being. Oh, I see what happened. They switched you guys around. Darnell's usually over here, and Jennifer's usually over there. And Al,
Hold on, let me get to the points.
Okay, Al.
Before we get into it, Facebook, thank you so much. We hit over 100 shares. I appreciate that very much. My last goal is to get to 200 shares. If that can happen, I would be happy. I just would be thank you. YouTube, we have almost 2,000 people, almost, but we only have 560 likes. Please, guys, hit the like button over at YouTube. It's free. It's cheap. It costs you free. And it takes 1 second. That just puts this video out there for let people know that, hey, Nove is throwing out the facts for everybody to know what's going on. I would appreciate that very, very much. All right. I'll get into all the super chats. I see the super chat Starry Night. I see everybody's super chats. Just give me 1 second and stars. I'll get to it. I just want to get to the point here.
A lot of people are saying, wait a minute, like you have video, you believe that she's dead in his car. Why isn't he charged with murder yet?
Well, because you want to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. I mean, you want to make us open and shut a solid case. I have no problem with that. He's in jail. He's not getting out. So they have plenty of time to put this together and put it together the right way. And in this way here, when he is charged, it'll be a slam bam, and he'll be put away forever.
Darnell, what did you think of his TV appearance before he got arrested, before they took a look at his cell phone, and before Madeline was found? He seemed very emotional.
Well, a couple of things. With the TV appearance, I saw no water, no tears. He just wiped his eyes. He had the tissue already ready to go, and he wiped his eyes, and he kept looking down. So that didn't come across, to be honest, at all. But in terms of just the arrest, they have what they call on-site arrest, and they have warrant arrest. So on-site arrest is they catch you doing it right there on the scene. In this particular case, they have to put together an ironclad warrant for a judge to sign, and they have to swear to it. So that's why they normally grab you on whatever charge they can get you on while they bill the affidavit for the larger charge. That's why he wasn't charged for the larger crime yet.
Jennifer Brandt, I think this may end up being a case that is potentially eligible for the death penalty. In hearing the description of what he's been locked up for so far, they blot out the name, but it seems like it's potentially plausible in all of this that Madeline was brutally sexually assaulted before she was murdered, and that may end up being the charges in this case, which clearly takes this guy and puts him in that column of worst of the worst.
Absolutely, Vinny. I mean, this guy is just terrible, and what was described in that affidavit was just...
Guys, I'm so sorry about this. her audio is terrible. I'm so sorry about that. Let me fast forward. There we go.
Their chops for extra airtime tonight. That's what they're doing. But
what it is.
Let me, Al.
Yeah.
What is this case ultimately going to be about? Do we seek the death penalty? Do we not seek the death penalty? Is this guy the worst of the worst? If in fact he gets charged for the murder and the victim in this alleged sexual assault is also Madeline?
There's no doubt that in Florida they'll be seeking the death penalty on this case. It is egregious enough. It is horrific enough. And, you know, catching him with that stuff on his phone and him trying to destroy evidence is not going to make it any easier for him to stay away from that kind of a situation. So, I mean, they're clearly looking for that. And I don't think he came across well. I don't think anyone ever comes across well on those, you know, statements before the press. It always looks forced. It always looks phony. I would say I pray people to avoid that. I don't think it ever comes.
Do you see what he's doing,
well.
Darnell? You see what he's doing? He's trying to, you know, keep people off the air. Like we want, and here's the thing, right? If your child is missing, or you know, it's not his child, but it's his girlfriend or his wife's. I don't know their situation, but it's obviously someone who's in his sphere. Like if you don't come out and speak and plead with the public for help in finding that child, to me that looks that is horrific. Like who wouldn't come out and plead? She's a missing 13-year-old girl.
Yep.
Yeah, so what Al is going through is Al's going through defense attorney syndrome. So, you know, he's saying that it's not advisable to have your guilty client give interviews. But if you're not suffering
But
from
no, he
defense,
almost sounded like he was saying even if you're innocent. Al, I don't want to misspeak for you, but Al, are you saying that even people who are factually innocent and come out and speak it's going to be so awkward that they're going to look like they're not telling the truth in pleading for the return of their child?
I really do believe that the media takes advantage of people at their weakest point, and it generates a situation where they put them up there and they force them to make these pleas and things along those lines, and it's like, oh, talk to the assailant, talk to this, talk to that. I don't think that's right. I think that's horrible. You're going through a horrific time. There's no doubt that
But this is a missing child. You have a missing child, Al.
Preach.
And Darnell, feel free to chime in here if you want to pile on Al tonight with me. You have a missing child. You want to keep your child's image. You want to keep the story in the news because you want your child found. So if you're innocent, there's no reason not to speak, Darnell.
But
yeah, 100%. We know Al is bashing the media. But we know that all civil rights and other advocates, legal advocates, say that you have to work with the law and you work with the media. You have to let the public know what's going on. The public will help you assist you in finding your loved one if they're missing. And there's been successful cases of that. So you just have to let the people know. So Al is worrying about, don't let them know, it's going to look awkward and you're going to look maybe guilty, et cetera. But there's a human part of this, and you have to tell the story.
And I think we have Jennifer Brandt back. Jennifer?
Yes, I'm back.
The debate right now has turned to, you always look guilty when you get in front of a camera and you're in a very traumatic situation, whatever it is, like a missing child. What I'm saying is, if you're innocent and your child is missing, you need to plant yourself on television with your family or a representative as much as possible to keep that story in the news, to let the public be aware, to help you find that child.
100%, Vinny. I mean, if you want your child to be found, you've got to get out there. You've got to talk about it. You've got to get other people involved. You've got to get the media out there. So I think it is important. And, you know, I do disagree. I don't think that people in front of the camera necessarily look like they're guilty. I think a lot of people look genuine. You know, they really are trying to search for their child. And, you know, getting back to this guy, I mean, he's the worst of the worst. But yet, you know, he's out there. The mother's out there, acting like they really care. For the mother's part, I think she does. For him, you know.
Look at that. Look at that. She believes that the mother is genuine. And this is the topic of today. It's over. The video's over after that sentence. And again, I'm not trying to sit here and try to make sure that she's looking, innocent as possible. But what I'm trying to say is that it's difficult at times right now to try to see if the mother really does she know something or not. Yesterday, I was like, I don't think she's like, has anything to do with it. But today, I can admit, chat, man, the time frames and then the statements, that pushed me to the edge where I'm like, Mom, you got to explain this. You know what she needs to do, chat? And I'm going to tell you what she needs to do. This mother needs to go do another interview. Write another statement. Immediately. The longer you wait, the more guilty you look. I'm going to be honest with you. There is no deterrent. Comments shouldn't deter you in any fashion. Get up, go to your station, write a new statement, then go to a new station, conduct an interview immediately, and explain to the public of your reason of, I can see how you can get away with the beginning of like your first statements with the boyfriend's behind you. Jen, I'm talking to you. It's going to be really difficult. I don't know in what planet. I don't know how you're going to explain to the people. I don't know how you're going to explain to the people about your time frames. Mimi Bay Pratt says your videos are crap. Well, Mimi on Facebook, you were the girl that was explaining. I remember you, the comment with Mimi. That's right. I remember you. You were the guy from another country stealing my videos, right? That's right. I remember you. You were stealing my videos. Well, guess what? You're going to get banned, reported, and blocked. Congratulations. You're done. And if you want to steal my video and try to make money from it, you can go ahead. I don't care about the money, but you can't ever steal my character. How about that? All right. So going back, I cannot understand how she hasn't made any statement since the second interview. And I am talking about this interview right here.
For joining us today.
I don't understand this because now all those flags are against you, Mama. You need to come out and make a statement immediately. Because this is not looking good for, oh my gosh. Okay, I want to get to these super chats because people were sending crazy amounts and I missed a lot. Danielle with the super chat says, the first interview the mom had with the news, with Stearns cracking knuckles in the background, said that the video of 048, mom says Maddie woke up at 9 a.m. because he had to, her times are messed up, Danielle. This is why she needs to do an updated version. They're gonna probably investigate her again. Anita with the super chat says, what if he isn't the one who did it? What if the mom murked her out of jealousy? She caught them in the act, did it. That's wild. That's a crazy theory. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is wild. Anita, that's wild. That's a wild theory. Thank you for the super chat. You guys have theories, man. I didn't think about that, Anita. I didn't think about that. Jennifer with the super chat, thank you so much. She says, truly believe he threatened the mom not to say anything. Well, he's in jail, so she should speak up if that's true. He's in jail. He's not going anywhere. He's in it for a separate charge. This bozo, this jabroni you see right here is in there for a different charge. That's why, if that's true, she needs to speak up. Even if it wasn't, she needs to speak up on these statements immediately. Because I've been defending her. I'm trying to defend her. I believe she's... Oh, don't get me started here. Crystal, she says, the PCA clearly states that our sheets and clothing in the videos matched from Matt. Where did you see that at? I didn't see nothing about clothes, Crystal. You could DM me that. DM me that info. I just know of the backpack and then the laptop. I didn't hear about any about bloody clothes or clothing or anything. I must have missed it, but please tell me, please. Stay focused. I remember you was on Facebook. Weren't you? Stay focused? Or am I mistaken? What's with all the child abuse and killing lately? If this is my child, my authorities would need a deep digging back to the recovery of the Speaking about that, I know you being a mom, if that was your babies, I know you will go crazy. That's why people were wondering, why isn't she going crazy during the interview? Now, I cannot tell you why people were saying, but mothers in the chat, let me ask you a question. Mothers, would you have acted the way the mother have acted if she found out that her baby is missing? She didn't find out she died. She found out she was missing, sadly. I don't know. I'm not a mother, and I can never be. Let me know in the chat. Misty with the 1999 says, wow, I was hoping mom wasn't involved. I'm thinking mom was upset. I found pics in his phone. Hunt Maddie, and he helps cover up the body. Mom may be scared and blamed him because of the evidence essayed in his phone. You know, with this super chat, remember when I told you that with that map, right? This is the part right here. Boom. Everybody, you see that part right there? This, I'm telling you, this is it. Because if that was all done in a complex, all you need to do is find videos, any ring camera, anything, of him moving or her walking. If she walked, it happened in the car. If he carried her, it happened in the house. That's what we need to do. If the mom found the pics, I can't tell you the mom has something to do with this. But if the body was done there, it ain't looking too good for the mom. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. And it ain't. It ain't. It ain't. And chat, please don't get mad at me for defending the mom. I'm just trying to see the light in her as best as I can. Please don't get mad. Don't get upset. Just get involved. Okay? Yesterday, YouTube and Facebook crashed. So I will be taking lots of phone calls today. Get ready. Members get priority. If you also send a super chat, priority. Oh, by the way, there was somebody who joined as a membership, by the way, over at YouTube and Facebook as well. Make sure you text that in the number. Say, hey, Nov, my name is Breezy. I am a member. And then I will give you a call. You get priority in the chat. All right? If I miss super chats, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to answer everybody's question. Jennifer Farrell with the 499 says, truly believe he threatened the mom not to say anything. I know a lot of people are saying that. Possible. I don't know for sure. Linda Gomez with the 5 super chat says, the assault is in the pics being talked about. Is pics of the assault in mom's condo? That's a very good question. I want to highlight that question. People were saying, was the assault here? Did he do the assault? Breezy, can you do me a favor? Or Starry, or Keiko, the wonderful ladies, you mind sending me the affidavit one more time? And guys, I'm going to talk about the affidavit, but I'll try to, I'll be respectful like I always, no curse words, no nothing. I'm working on that. Rosa with the supporter badge sent on Facebook. I lose my mind. I want to be calm, and trust me, I had no time to be in the news. Even if you ask me questions, see, people handle it differently. Starry Night with the $5 super chat. Starry Night says he's on video with the dead body and all the X-rated history on this phone. He's done sick and oh my God, Starry Night. Wait, with the dead body? What? Blessed Mom said the assault was done at home. Did it say that in the affidavit? The police said they were. Yes, I'm sure that. But I want to, I like to, No, is there any other camera footage? They got it from I believe the church. They got other camera footage that is not, it wasn't sold to the public, but they do. Trisha, I'm telling you right now, it's just a matter of days until we find out, Yeah.
At 8:19 when he returned.
There's something new here. Now, there was an interview conducted with the grandmother. It's in Spanish, but I got the beautiful Desiree in the chat over at YouTube who translated it for me. The grandmother made a statement. Do you know if she's carried out or Tanya? For the third time you asked me, I didn't see it. I got 2,000 comments. I don't know. Nothing was stated about that. Nothing was stated about that. Lachelle with the 100 stars says, what the hell is going on with all these missing children? There's children that's missing that you don't even know about because they never got released to talk about it. Lisa with 145 stars. Lisa, that's a lot. That's a huge comment. I would have to get back to that, okay? Janice Marie, the 100 stars says, if the mom was at home, why did the boyfriend take her? Stem strangled her? And that's a good question. I don't know why the mom didn't take her. He took her. But the main thing is finding out if she was dead in the house or in the car. That would change the whole entire, that would help the mom's case. It would help the mom's case. That mom needs to come forward.
Investigate school absence policies. Parents want change after the death of 13-year-old Maddie Soto. She was reported missing 12 hours or even more after her death. Her mother thought she was in school all day. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Luann Sorrell.
And I'm John Brown. Some parents tell us that they're not notified until hours after the school day is ended if their student is absent. Fox 35's Randy Hildreth is in Orange County this afternoon. So, Randy, a lot of parents wanting this policy to change, though.
Yeah, good evening to you both. So I spoke with one parent who created a petition, posted it online. It has exploded. Thousands and thousands of other parents, community members signing in agreement. They want a notification in the morning. I took those concerns to a school board member. Today, she says she has heard the chatter and she is looking into it.
Up to 10 hours from drop off to that 5 p.m. notification call. And those 10 hours can be very impactful in finding what could be a missing person.
That's
10 hours? That's not true. No, chat, don't tell me that. Can I ask a mom in a chat a question? How long did it take you to get notified that your child was missed school? Can somebody tell me? Please, I'm asking somebody that it actually happened. Please, if it happened to you, let me know. Ashley Webster, I said that comment too. School assigned laptops have locators. Ashley, I said that 2 podcasts ago. You're absolutely correct. Lisa with a 200 star says Stefan was staying with mom in a spare room, not the relations with the mom. He was clearly living with his parents in the silver car. I learned through the interview I did yesterday, which I'll post a video on YouTube, exclusively on YouTube. So make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube, okay? I get mine at 10:20 a.m. Yeah, but usually within an hour. Okay, so it's different. So it's different depending on the school, right, chat? Oh my God. Somebody said 7:30 p.m. 7:30, that's how long it took. So it just depends if you send your child to a crappy school versus someone who sent it to a better school. Not that with you personally, it's just how the school functions. It just depends on the school. I'm looking at the comments right now. I got mine at 5:30 p.m. Okay, says Daniela. That is ridiculous. Novesity with Juanita Castillo says 2 to 3 hours. That is ridiculous. Let me tell you something. I'm a father. If I was a father, like, you know, me. If I'm a father with my wife, let's say I'm a husband. Let me rephrase all that. I'm a husband, and my wife. And my small, I want to have a daughter, by the way. If my baby girl wants to go to school and I get a call saying, yo, your daughter did not come to school, I'm going to be like, yo, bro, she's supposed to be at school at 7 a.m. Even if it's 10 a.m., why are you calling me 3 hours later? If my child's attendance gets checked in 30 minutes later, here, and that's marked off, that should be notified within me with 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Why would it take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Somebody said 10. This lady said 10 hours. Did you not just hear what she just said? Did you miss that? Let me play that.
Up to 10 hours from drop off to that 5 p.m. notification call. And those 10 hours can be very impactful in finding what could be a missing person.
That's why Hunters Creek Middle School mom Sarah Terrell hopes Orange County Public Schools will revise its absence notification system. Terrell started a petition after 13-year-old Maddie Soto was reported missing last week.
It took somebody to take a petition to change that in 2024. I want you to realize that, okay, for a second. 2024, 2024, where we have Bluetooth speakers, we have VR futuristic goggles that you can do things and order Uber Eats. It takes this time for them to write a petition because someone passed away. But not only passed away, she was, as a suspect, murdered, potentially, by her mom's boyfriend in the year 2024. And it's taken this case to do this in the year 2024. Congratulations. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Oh, wait, whoa. Sorry. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Yeah. We're happy about that. That should have been in place. That should have been done. You know how many children you could have been saving right now? Time is a factor when it comes to homicide cases and missing kids cases. You want to know why? Here's proof why. Not only you have barnacles like this jabroni, but right now, time is of an essence, especially when it comes to our babies, because look what's still out there, ladies and gentlemen. Look what's still out there. Look what's still out there. Look. This beautiful angel is still out there. As every day passes, statistics shows that he is inclined to be. It shows that schools do not care. Parents, I'm talking to you right now. I am not mad at you. Don't take my tone in a certain way. Take it out of love. It takes 10 seconds. I need you guys, if my child does not attend school, to contact me immediately. You think this petition is for your child's school? Puh! That's going to be for that school, and it's going to die down while time goes later. I'm telling you right now, because you want to know? Because the results are in the comments. You commented all different times. Why is it all different times? It should all be, you should all give me the same time. 30 minutes, Nove. 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Because this baby girl didn't get 30 minutes. Because the mom said they contacted her way later. And if that's the case, why they contacted a mommy if this guy dropped her off? Contact him. Did he drop them off? Or he probably didn't say anything. God, how many damn hoes is in this case? You tell me that. You tell me that. Justice ain't proper until you get in that ass. Let's be serious for a second.
Maddie's mom told Fox 35 she reached out to the school on Monday afternoon when she couldn't find her daughter during after-school pickup.
I emailed one of her teachers. They confirmed that she was absent all day. At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
Maddie never made it to school that day. Investigators say the teen's body was found days later in a wooded area in Osceola County. Maddie's mom's boyfriend, Stefan Stearns, is considered a prime suspect. Right now, the district uses an automated system to alert parents. The cutoff time for teachers to submit absences is 3:30 p.m. In a statement, leaders said, quote, once attendance is finalized in the system, a report is sent to families informing them of their student being absent. The district says the time a parent is notified after school depends on how many automated calls need to be made. The approach to student absence alerts varies across Central Florida. In Seminole County, parents of younger students report getting automated calls before 11 a.m., which is similar to Osceola County. The district says parents with younger students will hear of absences before noon. High school.
What? Oh my. It's different. I was right. Different. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Public Schools says automated messages go out at various times throughout the morning. Brevard Public Schools notifies elementary school parents late morning. Secondary is late afternoon, but the timing depends on call volume. In Volusia County, calls to elementary school parents start around 10 a.m. Secondary calls start between 5 and 6.
I've received quite a few emails, and I've also seen the chatter online.
School board member Alicia Ferrant represents Hunters Creek Middle School. She says she started talks with district leaders about concerns and plans to have more conversations with the board about the topic.
The promise that I've made parents is that I will bring this to the table for the discussion to be made.
This is ridiculous. It sickens me to hear something like this. All right, guys, we are going to be talking about, we talked about the times of the children in school. I'm going to come back. I want to talk about the main topic of this conversation, and that's the mother. I want to talk about this, and I want to talk about, I know I've seen comments, but I've been ignoring it. I'm going to be honest. People are talking about this photo that's going around. Yes, I told you it was going to be leaked. I was right. I told you that already, and I knew I was right because I've done this before. I got the photo, but I'm not going to share it with you guys. I cannot. It is not, I don't want to say lawful, but it's not morally correct. You understand me? Now, there was another photo. Now, this is the main one that I first got. I'm not sure if this is the photo, but I do have the photo of the scene, but nothing explicit, gory, nasty is being shown. I can show it, but don't get the wrong idea and saying, Nov, oh, Nov got it, Nov. I got it right here, but I cannot confirm that this is it because I cannot know for sure that this is it, but a website showed it. But again, I would never show anything disgusting, immoral. I would never do that. Let me do more research and then we'll see. I want to know. I want to make sure that I'm doing this correct. Here's an update video just posted just a couple hours ago. Before I do, I want to say thank you. Facebook, 140 shares. Facebook, amazing. Thank you so much, guys. That means a lot. And hit the like button over at Facebook. YouTube, we have 800 likes. Holy chicken strips. We are 200 more likes away. 200 more away. Please do me that favor. Hit the like button. Can you share with your supporters? If you have a badge or a crown, a badge on Facebook or a crown over at YouTube, you definitely get priority on sharing stuff. So make sure you're in the group or you have a badge or something. Like whoever signs up, their name will pop up. You see it. Let's get into this video.
Breaking news. According to records just obtained by West 2, the prime suspect in Madeline Soto's case sexually abused her for almost 2 years.
Michelle Imparato joins us in studio with more on what we're learning. Michelle.
Well, Nancy, and
hold on, guys. Hold on. Look at this comment. If that mother knows something and it isn't stepping up and protecting her boyfriend, why is worthless piece of crap is just as guilty? That's a very interesting comment there. Thank you for the super chat. He is guilty because they found proof of what was on the phone. They just cannot, they haven't connected him to the homicide. As for the mother, there's just seem to be red flags and contradiction in her statements. That's really what it is. That's why the title of this podcast is, Could She Be a Suspect? Not that she is. Very good super chat. Say focus. Wonder with the 5, Wonder Mommy says, how do you not notice your man not in the same room with you on several occasions? Give me a break. They live in the apartment, not a 10-bedroom mansion. Well said. They were on and off, but he did stay there. Even the guy during the interview that I gave him stated that he would just go over there regardless if they've broken up. He just wanted to see Maddie. That's what Frank or Frankie said on yesterday's podcast. I'm going to post that section of the interview on my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, or if you're on Facebook, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Hit the bell notification, because if you do not, you are not going to see that video. I'm just stressing that because people are telling me, where's the video? Where's the video? Go to YouTube. I'm gonna get back to that video.
Received
Hold
quite
on.
a few emails, and I've also seen the chatter online.
School board member Alicia Ferrant represents Hunters Creek Middle School. She says she started talks with district leaders about concerns and plans to have more conversations with the board about the topic.
The promise that I've made parents is that I will bring this to the table for the discussion to be made.
Although investigators believe Maddie was killed before school started, Terrell believes an earlier absence alert may have raised questions about Maddie sooner.
It can save the life of a student in the future.
Now, the mom who started the petition says she hopes the number of signatures on this petition speaks for itself, but she says her immediate next step would be attending the next school board meeting to talk more about this issue. Reporting live tonight, Randy Hildreth,
All right.
35 News.
Let's get to this video of the new breaking news information about the abuse of the mom's boyfriend for years. Okay. So Madeline Soto was actually, you know what, abused by the mom's boyfriend. The affidavit, I have it right here. Shout out to the beautiful people who sent it to me. I appreciate you, K. Cole and Breezy. I have it again right here. Why I'm showing you this is because there's a piece of information that was very important. Now, since the police are not saying things about this case like names retracted, who's in the images, the homicide, these are things that hasn't been actually factually said, but we can assume correctly. We know who. It's still an assumption. I'm gonna get to the video. What scares me the most is this black bar. Read this on your own time. I will post this for you if you like. Supporters, look in the group. I'll post it. Oh, fuck, that's right. Facebook, they're not letting me. If you're a member of Facebook, please make sure you join the Discord. That's all I got to say. I'm not going to say anything else. I said it so many times. Join the Discord. You don't want to miss. We talk some good stuff in there. But here, man, but get ready for what I'm going to tell you in this affidavit, because that explains what was done in the house. That is what was missing.
Stuart, Stefan Stearns is in jail on charges of sexual battery and possession of child pornography. And this afternoon, we obtained one of his search warrants. And according to the documents, Stearns spoke with investigators after Soto was reported missing last week. He told investigators he was fine with them looking through his phone as part of the investigation, but told them he had accidentally performed a factory reset on it just the day she disappeared. Now, despite that, investigators say they were able to find pictures and videos showing he raped Madeline.
Oh my God. Oh boy. I did not want that to be out there like that. Okay. I am really shocked. This is the first video that actually said, I don't know about you, but I watched so many videos. This is the first video that actually said it. Like, they said that the police said that he did that to Madeline. I have never heard this. They said that they found who was depicted of a minor or someone. They did not say who. This is the first time I am hearing this, so it can be confirmed. Let's go back. I'm going to bleep that part out.
A factory reset on it just the day she disappeared.
Okay.
Now, despite that, investigators say they were able to find pictures and videos showing he...
I don't want to play the audio, so...
raped Madeline repeatedly as far back as August of 2022 when she was 11, and that the abuse happened in the house where he, Soto, and her mother lived. They already had evidence that he had abused her after she turned 12. Soto
And there it is. This is the first video that I have ever heard of them. I'm not sure if this is a mistake or something, because they said, and it's still today, They retracted the name. They said somebody's in a somebody. They only said that he was arrested because there was something found on the phone that depicted CP. They did not say a name, but somebody got a name. And now it is officially confirmed. I'm saying it. He took advantage of her. He actually did it. He did it. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. I'm so fucking heartbroken right now. It's not even funny right now. I knew this new video that dropped today was going to say something, and that's exactly what it did. That poor girl, disappointed. You're right, it is. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Carrie, thank you for the super chat also. When were the pics and videos taken on the dirtbag's phone? Throughout all of 2022, or she was 11 to 13. There you go. I am so heartbroken right now. So it is actually confirmed. Law Dawn. Can we welcome Law Dawn to the family? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like really bothered by that. Let's just continue. I'm sorry about that. Let's continue. I'm sorry. Forgive me. It just gets under my skin. Give me just 5 minutes in a room with him. That's all I ask. 5 minutes. That's all.
They already had evidence that he had abused her after she turned 12. Soto was 13 years old when she was reported missing on February 26th. Soto's mother told investigators that Stearns, who is her boyfriend, had dropped her off near Hunters Creek Middle School, but found out at dismissal that Soto had never made it. Investigators say evidence showed Soto was never dropped off at school. Stephon Stearns remains in jail on charges of sexual battery and child sex abuse material. Stuart, Nancy, back to you.
Mind you, that's two different charges. I want you to keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. Here is an in-depth development of that specific video you just watched. Breezy with a 5 super chat. Breezy says, totally sucks. Just sending love to my no fam. Thank you, Breezy, so much. We love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, if Streamlabs is saying that you cannot post links, it's because when you post a period, it thinks that you're posting like a link because you posted a word, period, and you didn't space it. You have to, like when you end a sentence, it's period, space, then write your words. That's why. Let's continue.
We're learning disturbing new details in the case of a teenager found dead in St. Cloud days after being reported missing.
Documents obtained by Wesh 2 today allege that Stephon Stearns, the boyfriend of Madeline Soto's mom, was sexually abusing that teen for nearly 2 years. Haley Crumblehome breaks down what else these documents reveal. Haley.
So according to those documents, law enforcement was able to find some disturbing videos and images on Stearns' phone, despite the fact that he said he accidentally did a factory reset on that phone the day that Madeline disappeared. But like I said, law enforcement were still able to get some significant information off of that phone. They say the pictures and videos they found on it show he had been sexually abusing Madeline since at least August of 2022, when she was just 11. They say the room that could be seen in some of the pictures is a room in the home Madeline shared with her mother and with Stearns. Now, right now, Stearns is being held here in the Osceola County Jail on no bond on charges of sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material. Live in Osceola County, Haley Crumblehome, Wesh 2 News.
I was on the affidavit. You heard what she said? Listen.
Sexually abusing Madeline
listen.
since at least August of 2022, when she was just 11. They say the room that could be seen in some of the pictures is a room in the home Madeline shared with her mother. And
It happened and it's all confirmed. That part is in the affidavit. That part is in the affidavit. It was in the room. Man, you with the 5 super chat says, mom was at work and he drugged her and tried to essay. She died, so he left early to school to avoid mom. And I believe she was pregnant in the pics of. She was pregnant. Damn, that's a lot. I don't know if she's pregnant. Again, guys, let people share their opinions. That you can do that on this podcast. It's all opinions, speculation, not a fact. We know that, but pregnant is I'm hoping not. That's even worse because that's double homicide. That's crazy. But hey, you never know. It could possibly, you know. Lachelle, thank you so much, Lachelle. I appreciate that very much. Wonder Mommy again with the 99 beans. She says, what she shared a room with Mama's dad. Yeah, she knew. Wait a minute, chat, wait a minute. She had her own room, right? That's a Wonder Mommy. Thank you for you just made me thought of something. I think she had her own room because the mom did also. That was the mom's house, not his. He lived with his mommy and daddy, stated by the interview that I had yesterday. But they said, let's look at the affidavit. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me make this like big for you guys to read with me. Let me make it big. Thank you for the super chats and the stars, guys. That really helped. Like your comment is just in front of my face, and thank God for super chats, man. Kathy with the 3 super chat. Thank you so much, Kathy. You could have said something. It's all over our faces, and it got my attention. You guys are saying very good super chats, like so good. Where is the bio dad? It says Erica Ramsey over at YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. If I can get an interview with him, I would love to get an interview with the biological dad. I would love to. If I can get an interview with the mom. If I can get an interview with the mom, I want to hear it. All right. After an extensive canvass of the area and the interviews with blank family and friends, it was unusual for blank to be dropped off down the street for the school and not stay in communication with the family and friends. Her phone left on top of the bed. Upon reviewing the contents of Stefan's phone, several images and videos were located which depicted certain sections of an individual's an opening as the focal point of the pictures and videos. There was also pictures and videos depicting blankety blanks downstairs and mouth being by a pickle. As such, the files depicted the blankety performance of a underage individual. Your affiant has probable cause to believe Stefan was in possession of material depicting the actual performance of a below age person. Yes, I'm going to show the interview of the grandma right after this. It should be noted that the pickle observed doing that to the person had distinct marking on it, which consisted of bright pinkish colored skin below the head of the you-know-what, until approximately a quarter of the length down the shaft of the you-know-what. Several other images capturing this distinct pattern was observed on the phone, which means it is connected. You know what? Further, as your affiant was reviewing the pictures of the videos, I was observing several different pieces of clothing to include pattern underwear, shirts, blankets, and sheets. And this black bar has the biggest key of information on this story. Based on the totality of the circumstances, your affiant has probable cause to believe that Stefan committed a actual battery on this individual, and we know exactly who it is. All right. Let's be careful with what words we use in the chat, please. You will be timed out. All right. I'm not trying to be demonetized, and I'm not trying to be flagged. All right. Thank you very much. Maria Hills, you have to use space in your words. Space out your words. After you put she was 11 and you didn't space out. That's why it's flagging you for links, okay? Man. That was a very good super chat, by the way. I heard she was scared to sleep alone. I heard that too, and I forgot where. Netta, that's a very good super chat. That's a very good chat. Okay, let's continue, okay?
And with Stearns. Now, right now, Stearns is being held here in the Osceola County Jail on no bond on charge.
I know that this case is pretty, it's a bit much. Okay, this document right here that you're looking at, Daily Mail, Florida Sheriff's Office is forced to apologize after Madeline Soto's corpse was posted on cops' official Instagram page when officers found the missing 13-year-old in the woods. Did you read that? Let me read that to you again. Florida Sheriff's Office is forced to apologize after Madeline Soto's corpse was posted on cops' official Instagram page. This is the newest article on who did it, why did he do it, and everything we need to find out. A Florida sheriff's officer was forced to apologize after a crime scene photo, seemingly a 13-year-old Madeline Soto's dead body, was shared on the sheriff's official Instagram account. Soto's body was found on Friday. On the next day, the Instagram account, Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez. It was Marcos Lopez. We got a name. Shared a photo of the body wearing a green top and blue. We got details of her, what she was wearing. Because of that photo, he took, oh my God, he actually shared her corpse. They knew what she was wearing? Oh my God. So it was a close-up shot. He shared the close-up shot. That's why they said close up, because you actually see her. Oh my God. They better sue. Sue. Get him fired. He's done. Get him out of here. Get him out. 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 If this poor girl, not only this poor man felled her, but you mean to tell me that the officers felled her? The disrespect? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Thank you, Dina. Much respect, no. Thank you, Dina. This is the first time ever. This is major updates. Major. This is major update. Major update. On the next day, the Instagram account, Marcos Lopez, shared a photo of a body wearing a green top and blue jeans lying under a mound of brush in a post about a senior's social event. That's what the image is under a mound of bush. Wait a minute. Was that the photo? Okay. Oh. So that's how. Okay, I can see what they're talking about. All right, everybody. Let me give you a reference, okay? Let me give you a reference, everybody. Let me give you a reference. Relax. This is not the scene. This isn't a body. I don't show nothing graphic. I'm legit. I'm respectful. I'm accountable. It's like this. So, this poor girl she only had a regular t-shirt with jeans placed here. The guy put bushes and amount of bush and coverings to cover up her body lifelessly, just disrespecting her corpse. Oh, God, this pisses me off so bad. Oh, I can't do this, bro. So stupid. The post was captioned, "Great day without seniors," followed by an emoji and a smiley face wearing a halo. It was immediately deleted, but it sparked an uproar online and forced the sheriff's office to issue an apology, saying the investigation photo was accidentally included and immediately removed. They did not say who posted the photo and did not confirm the body was Soto's. Please shut up. Just stop it already, please. But former Sheriff Russ Gibson said the picture was of Soto and said he was shocked and appalled that it has been shared. This is the individual who leaked her photo, ladies and gentlemen. It said, somebody said it wasn't. And it says, Marcos Lopez shared a photo. Marcos, read it. Marcos Lopez shared a photo of the body wearing a green top and blue jeans. So I'm correcting somebody in the chat over at Facebook. This is Marcos Lopez. That is Marcos Lopez. No, they said the pic was taken in the room. She shared with both of them. Listen again. That must have been an old comment. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry I missed that comment, Mom. Sorry about that. He apologized for it. Lisa, thank you for saying that. But Lisa, I don't care if you get on your knees, apologize, give me some donuts, give me a $10,000 ring. What he did was more than unethical. You shared a photo. I have no remorse. I'm sorry. This is a grown man who has photos of this on his phone. You are responsible. You're a grown man, grown woman. You'll be a grown anybody. You need to take accountability. I'm tired of, I'm sorry, he apologized, he was nice. Enough. He's a grown man wearing a badge. He made a more than enough error. He needs to take responsibility. He needs to be taken out. It's ridiculous. What, an apology? You're going to tell me that this poor baby girl found deceased at the hands of her mom's boyfriend, supposedly. They took pictures of it, accidentally posted it. Sorry. Sorry. But let me tell you something. Lisa, if you took that photo and you posted it, you think an apology, you think this guy is going to be like, she said sorry. No. He's going to knock on your door. Is your name Lisa? Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for indecency of a minor. By the way, indecency of a minor. It's an open investigation. That's a scene. That's another charge. And a corpse you're sharing online. That's another charge. I'm tired of this soft underbelly, everything we have in society. Take accountability. You did something absolutely disgusting. No excuse. Get him off the force. No, someone said in the chat, he said that her mom was in the photos with him and her daughter. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Never. Let's do the interview with the grandmother. Let's get some, we are going to do a couple of phone calls today. So I did 4 yesterday. I said 10. So let's do 5. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. All right. So, do you guys remember the interview that I had yesterday? Well, he says, if you got questions, let me know and he'll answer them. So anybody in the chat, if you got questions for Frank, I believe that's his name. I know the comments are everywhere. In order for me to see those comments, I know, like Crystal Powell, the people who send super chats, you can do that. That's one way. That's probably the best way. Or there's other ways you can send messages that I can see it. If you remember, I do see your comments. They do shine. If you have it, post it, and I'll ask him if I'll call him again. Okay? Make sure the comments that I can ask him, the guy that knew Stefan, okay? He just told me that I can call him again, and I appreciate that, Frank. They compare the pics they took of my ex-member to my daughter's statement. That's how they got. Oh, Crystal. So basically, it's like what they said in the affidavit, Crystal. Thank you for sharing that. Well done. Well done. I hope that you somehow get proper justice, Crystal, still, because that dude needs to go to jail, Crystal. Thank you for that super chat. He seemed brokenhearted in clips. In love, mom said that she thought somebody took her, yet didn't even ask him to bring her home. Anger, mom sus, no. Yeah. This fucking internet sucks. All right, let's get it. Oh, please don't tell me, please. Okay, there we go. We're good. All right, let's put that phone number. We're good. We're back. We're back. All right, cool. Let's do it. Phone number's right there. Guys, I know it's going up and down the internet. I know. I talked to my provider. They are the worst company you can possibly imagine. Let's take a look at the poll. This is what you guys said over at YouTube. This is what YouTube says. Thank you, Michelle Bossy, for the super chat. That was a good one, by the way. Do you think the mother knows more? This is a super chat. I mean, this was a poll. 1,227 people voted. 87% says yes, the mother knows more. 4% says, nah, bro. I don't think she knows more. She's probably telling the truth. 9% says, I still don't know. This is wild. 87% is wild. That's wild. That's wild. Phone number is pinned. Let me take my first call. She's a member.
It's been forwarded to an.
K. Cole, girl. Every time that I call, it doesn't pick up. Guys, I pinned the phone number. Please feel free to text. You can text right now and let me know if you would like for me to call in. The picture, this is the picture, by the way. It's blackened out, obviously. It's blackened out, but I'm pretty sure Reddit got it. Reddit has the photo. I'm not showing the photo. Don't let me speak on this, everybody. Don't let me speak on this. Don't let me speak on this. Don't let me speak on this. Let's get the interview with the grandmother real quick, because I'm waiting for people to text in. Oh, there's another video. Oh, there's another video. Is this the video? Wait, there's another video?
Documents obtained by West 2 today allege that Stephon Stearns, the boyfriend of Madeline Soto's mom, was sexually abused.
That was it. Okay.
Continúa.
We have well over.
Tenemos a más de 100 oficiales, detectives y miembros del servicio de inteligencia investigando este caso y buscando a Madeleine.
Let's get to the grandmother. Okay. So this is the grandmother of Madeline. Am I correct? Am I correct? Am I correct? I just want to, I want to get involved and I want to be accurate here. Am I correct? Is this Madeline's grandmother? Damn. Who said women don't age well? Who said women don't age well? She is pretty. Where's the number? Okay, I'm going to type it in right now, actually. Shout out to all my older women in the chat. God has definitely blessed you guys. Okay, there it is right there. Do not call, text your name. If you're a supporter, say it, and I will identify your badge.
Atrás. Pues son 3 días y no aparece nada.
Abuela de, listen, read it. I know Spanish. Abuela de Madeline Soto. That means grandmother of Madeline. I think I'm right.
Yo estoy segura que la niña la tuvieron que haber sacado de aquí. Family believe that. La familia.
Okay, so I had someone translate the grandmother's interview. The prompts aren't working. The prompts aren't working. So I had Des, I had her tell me what is she talking about. So let's listen to what Des has to say about what the grandmother said during the interview. Where you at, girl? Where are you at? No, for real, where you at? There you go.
The search for Madeline Soto continues. We have well over 100 officers, detectives investigating each hour of this case and looking for Madeline right now. In the early hours, team focused on the wooded area of Osprey Park. We were able to access Maddie's phone, and there was info on their phone that Maddie told someone when she turned 13 she wanted to live in the woods. But from grandma of Maddie, the efforts of the police are in vain. Grandma goes on and says, I think time is passing looking for Maddie back there. It's been 3 days and nothing yet. I'm pretty sure Maddie was taken from there. Family want to try to believe how is it possible this happened, so that's why we all have these people outside. We don't know if she was kidnapped or she left on her own. She left her phone at home. Anyone who has information about Maddie, even if it's small, to contact us, the police, to the person who took her, to open their heart and to bring her to us. Give her to us well and alive. If anyone has information about Maddie, to call 911 or the tip line 407-836-4357. Another reporter asked, what is the reason they are concentrating on this place? The reporter on the scene then said, because clues led to the area since Maddie said she wanted to live in the woods when she turned 13. They were looking everywhere, even at the cameras, to find for Maddie to disappear or walk off. And grandma goes, she is a little girl with so many fears that doesn't sleep alone, and I don't think she can leave or run away from home. She was very happy. She had 2 friends from school attend her party. The party went super well. She was happy and she took many pictures and was hugging all her family.
She was seen in the footage with a green sweater. Remember the picture that this guy accidentally posted? The green top. I'm confused because that matches what the grandmother said she saw in the video footage. But how did they see that if the police said that he never made it to the... I don't know. No. Hold on. Wait a minute.
So there's another interview that she did with Telemundo, and basically the reporter asks her to describe what happened Sunday night all the way till Monday morning. So the grandma goes on and says, my daughter worked the night before Sunday. It seems she was very tired and asked her boyfriend to bring Maddie to her. This is the last we know. So then the reporter asks grandma, is it common for him to pick the girl up? Was it part of the routine? The grandma then says, no, it was always my daughter. And then the interviewer goes on and asks about the church and what she saw in the video. So grandma then goes, in the church footage, you can see a girl with a green sweater. She sits in the parking lot and waits. Minutes later, she gets up and heads towards the school. That's the last we know of her. And every day that goes by is worse because one loses hope after almost 3 days of disappearing. We don't know what else to do. My thoughts are someone took her away. And then it goes on, and the interviewer asks his grandma, how was Sunday? Is it normal for Maddie to disappear or walk off?
So the mom usually does this, not Stefan. She said a green top, nothing else about apparel, and it's not a normal routine. Grandma said Jen was tired and called Stefan to take her to school. Maybe that wasn't Maddie then, because oh man, this is crazy. This story's wild. All right, we're gonna call somebody. They are an executive member, Daniela. She has a green top in the photo, correct? That's why I'm confused. Hello, Daniela.
Hi.
This is No from Novesity. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing so
You know,
good.
okay. You know what is weird? I'm looking at about the grandmother. Now the grandmother says she's seen the video. I'm thinking that she's just going with what the mom is telling her. You know, Maddie's
That's
mom is telling her. Also, too, what about the photo? That they found her with the green sweater and blue jeans. But wait a minute! In one of the interviews, the mom, I think it was the night that where what's his name, Stefan's behind her cracking his knuckles. I think it's on that video or the other video, where she says that she left with a green sweater, black shorts, and white Crocs. Where the blue jeans come from? I'm thinking if that's what she was found under the bushes with. Hello?
right.
Also,
Wait, did he change her?
If she supposedly left with black shorts, he probably took them jeans from the house and put them on her. You know, put them on her right there where he dumped her off. I'm assuming if that's what she was found with blue jeans. Also, too, I'm the one that sent you the 10 chat. Okay, remember? Okay, now what I'm thinking about is the interviews that she had with the newscaster where he's popping his knuckles, and then the other one where he's having his crocodile tears, dry eyes. Okay, she on that video where he's cracking his knuckles, she said she woke up at 9 in the morning because she was late. She had to be at school at 9:30. So she says, but then on the other interview, which is we the second one, she said, "Oh, I seen her." The interview with the report from the cops saying that she woke up, she seen her, at 8 in the morning, and something like that. Remember, she seen her. That's what she tells the affidavit, that she seen her on Monday morning. Okay, so that's another red flag, right? And then the other one where she's saying, I forgot some other time. Oh, what he says, but they said that they seen him throwing her things at 7:30 in the morning. So that's a third red flag. He seen throwing something at 7:30 in the morning. She said she's seen her Monday morning at 8 o'clock to be sent off to school. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning on that first interview with him cracking his knuckles, she said, she woke her up at 9 o'clock a.m. because she was running late. She had to be at school at 9:30. So that's 3 red flags.
Whoa. The mother said that in the first interview?
Yes, I told you, I on that interview, move your cursor to start it off at 0.48.
Hold on, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now. If what you said is true, I'm sorry, I cannot defend this mother no more. I cannot.
Yeah, no, yeah. Okay, on that interview where she has that first interview where he's cracking his knuckles, you started right there. Just go to 0.47. So that way we can see at the time
can't
she
find
said
this
it.
interview. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I gotta find. Breezy, Keiko, Starry Night. Can somebody send me that interview real quick?
Tell Keiko, because I sent it to her in a message tonight while we're all in this your thing.
Okay.
And I told her to tell her where to start it. told her to tell you to send it to. So tell Keiko to go to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that right now. Good job, that executive member.
Oh, what did I say? Exclusive?
Executive member. No. That last thing you said about she said about the 9:30. Good job.
She woke her up at 9, and she had to be at school at 9:30. And she said something like, "Oh yeah, she wore a green top, black shorts, white Crocs." But why is the officer taking pictures of her under the bushes with a green top and blue
jeans?
Where did the blue jeans come from? I'm saying, So yeah, it said that first interview she had that Monday, that same day she disappeared. I mean, went missing. Later on that interview.
When I connected that green shirt, now you telling me she went to school with black what? You know what it sounds like? You know what this sounds like? This sounds like he did something to her and he changed her. He threw out the stuff. That's why we didn't see throughout.
You know what I'm thinking too? I'm thinking like everybody else that Lamont's jealous. She knew, she had knowledge of. She has knowledge of. There's no way 2 years that she don't have knowledge of. And I think that Maddie one day told her mom, and her mom didn't want to believe it, you know, because there's some mothers that are like that, you know. Just real quick, I have for me, when I was 8 years old, my uncle molested me. I didn't say nothing until I was 12 years old. Now my grandmother had raised me and my sister, and at that time, my sister had brought up some things from my grandmother. So I figured, you know, that weren't good. So I figured, well, let me get the chance to tell.
I'm sorry, God. I'm so hungry.
You know? So when I told her what my uncle did, what she did to me, she got up and she punched me and she dragged me, and she told me not to say any lies. So from there on, I couldn't tell her anything if I had a crush on somebody or whatever, because of how she got. So I'm just saying maybe she had knowledge of something, and you know, it probably went too far.
Well, listen,
it went
first
too
of all,
far, you know.
Hold on. I'm sorry about what happened to you. That's something that I was not expecting. Caught me off guard with that. I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay.
But I can understand how it's difficult for somebody to explain. But here's one thing in the interview that you probably missed. She said that I believe she told us she had like a boyfriend in class. Remember?
Right.
Yes. But let me tell you something about this scene. If we cross-reference this article, and somebody said, how do we know it's her? I'm going to show you right now in the chat. Check this out. County Sheriff Marcos Lopez shared a photo of the body wearing a green top and blue jeans.
Correct.
Lying under a mount of bush in a post. Now listen to this. Watch this. The post was captioned, "Great day at our seniors." If we go back...
Yeah.
Former Sheriff Russ Gibson said the picture was of Soto. Okay, hold on. We confirmed it now, right? Watch this.
Correct.
What did he do after the school? He went back. He went back to the apartment.
To the house.
Yeah. Now you understand.
Yeah.
Now, if she had on this black bottom piece, why is it blue?
Exactly, because that's what the mom said. That's what she left the school with: green top and sweater, blue jeans, black shorts, and a white Crocs.
There we go, and that's why we still see the same top, but not the bottom.
Right, different bottom jeans. Or else if they tell us a green top, why can't they tell us with black shorts? You know. And her Crocs, maybe she don't have her Crocs on, but, you know, whatever, you know, maybe they fell off her feet. But it should have been green sweater, like they said, and black shorts. Where's the black shorts?
Yep.
Yeah, but whenever you get a chance, you find that video. It's that video that she has, first video. That's where him cracking his knuckles.
Yep.
Started off like...
K-Code just sent it to me. I'm going to go watch it real quick, okay? Give me that time. Say it to me one more time.
Move the cursor to 0. Just start it off on 46 and let it roll, because it'll be a couple of minutes after that, so we can hear the whole thing.
You mean 4 minutes? Wait, there's no 46 minutes on this.
Oh, 0. Well, just start it from the beginning. Because it's no longer after that.
It's not long. You're right.
Right. It's a couple of minutes after.
Okay. All right. So let me watch this video. Go back into the podcast. I'll see you there. Very good job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for calling me. Bye-bye.
So
have a good
Bye-bye
one.
now.
Bye.
You too now. Bye-bye. Okay. This is insane. This is insane. I think we figured that part out. I think we just figured that apart. when she said black jeans, black shorts, I was like, wait a minute, black shorts, but it said blue jeans. If he threw out a backpack and a laptop, he was throwing out things. He could have thrown out jeans. I mean, the black shorts. He could have. He went back. I fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's listen to this.
Jen, go ahead and tell us what's going on with Maddie.
Well, Monday morning, we took her to school. We dropped her off close to school, across the street from a church, which is it's right next to the school. She crossed the street and walked to school, what we thought walked to school. My boyfriend who drove her to school drove away at that point. It was seen on video footage that she hung out in the parking lot of the church for a few minutes and then got up and walked towards the school. But she never made it that walk and that was around 9 a.m. when she got up. She never made it to school after that. It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken, but she never made it.
And that was the last anyone's seen of her or heard from her?
Yes. I went to pick her up after school, and she wasn't there. So I started driving around, maybe thinking she took a walk. Maybe she decided to walk to my mom's office, which is pretty close to the school as well. Drove around and I didn't see anything. I drove back to the school. The school was closed. I emailed one of her teachers. They confirmed that she was absent all day. At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
Have you heard from any of her friends? Has she been active on any social media?
She hasn't been active on social media, none of her chats, none of her games. We did contact all her friends. None of them had seen her Monday or heard from her. There's no update.
And I have to ask this, and I know I hate doing it, but is she the type that would run away? Has this happened in the past or anything? Has she ever threatened to run away?
Never. She's never, ever mentioned anything like this before. And she's not the type to want to do this. She did accidentally leave her phone on Monday, which is kind of normal for her. She's got ADHD and very forgetful. So she left her phone at home, so there's no way to trace her. They tried tracing her school laptop, but that's off, so it's not pinging to anything.
Jen.
So the laptop was off. Okay, so we know that. The laptop was off. We're learning these key details. So far, so what we know she's telling us. Okay? I'm going to continue the interview, but you need to remember these. I have to highlight the important things. So I have to pause, say it, and I'll continue it. Hold on real quick. Alicia with the 5 gifted memberships. Guys, while this is playing, we got people like Alicia, Keiko. They gifted free memberships over at YouTube. Say thank you, guys. This allows you to get a priority, take phone calls. They're giving you free perks for a whole month. Say thank you, okay? Keiko, thank you so much for these memberships. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. We appreciate you over here at Novesity. Let's continue. Thank you so much.
What is your fear? I know you mentioned she's on games and stuff. Do you think she could have met somebody and tried to meet up with them?
She's open to us. She's open with us about, if she's got a crush with anyone. And she told us she had a crush on someone at school.
Another key detail, crush on somebody at school. Let's continue.
And I looked at their messages. Nothing was weird. I looked at all of her messages, all of her deleted messages. Nothing seemed weird. It didn't seem like she was talking to anyone. So I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like she may have been taken because this is not like her at all to just disappear and not tell us, not let us know where she's going or who she's with. Yeah.
What are you getting from law enforcement? Are they actively searching for her? What happens now? Especially that she doesn't have her phone with her.
So as far as I know, they're conducting a search around the school, behind the school. There's a Shingle Creek. There's a wooded path area that you could walk. It's a hiking path. They are going back there with their canine dogs. They've taken a piece of her clothing to see if they can trace her scent. They're also taking their own vehicles. I'm not sure what type of vehicles, but they're going into the woods to search for her. But I don't feel like that's going to find anything right now. We've had people all day on that trail sending us photos to see if anything there looks familiar and like her personal belongings, and nothing is hers. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm just contacting the news to get the word out, to get some help, because I'm desperate. I'm a wreck right now.
So you think that she's been taken against her will?
I do think so, yes.
As a mom, you know, what's your mother's intuition telling you right now?
I'm trying to hope for the best, but I'm scared for her. I want her to be okay, and I want her to be safe. I don't want her to come back harmed. I just want her back, whatever that means. I just want her back.
Are you getting any updates from law enforcement? I mean, yes, they're searching that small area, but have they gotten any hits on any scent or anything like that?
They haven't let me know anything. They haven't updated me since I spoke to them this morning. I've contacted them to get some information or to give them some leads, but I've heard nothing back.
Chat, she didn't say anything about the shorts, right? I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't forget that, the black shorts and Crocs, right? Like, I'm just making sure I didn't miss it. I'm not perfect.
And Jen, there's no way that she just being, a teenager was like, maybe had a fight with you or an argument with you and was like, you know what, I'm going to go hang out at so-and-so's house and teach her a lesson. Could that be a scenario?
I don't believe so. We actually haven't gotten into a fight in like a few weeks, or arguments or anything like that. If anything, on Sunday, she celebrated her 13th birthday with my entire family, and she had the best day. She was so happy. She showed us all her gifts. She's just a happy girl, and she showed it on Sunday night when she went to bed. She was so happy. So, she had the best day. I just, there was no moment in that evening from when she got home from the party that she had her phone or had the laptop. She went straight to getting ready and went to bed. So I know she didn't have any conversations with anyone. She didn't make plans with anyone. I didn't see any of that.
So she's spent the whole Sunday celebrating her 13th birthday. Was her 13th birthday on that Sunday, or that was just like the time you guys were celebrating?
That was the time we were celebrating. Her birthday was on Thursday, the 22nd.
Okay,
she just turned 13.
But that's just so heartbreaking to be celebrating her 13th birthday, and then the very next day, that's gone. The last you've seen of her.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go now? Are you gonna go out there and search or look, or what is are you sticking by the phone? Are you what are you doing?
I'm staying at home, staying by the phone, hoping she just appears. I know my entire family is out looking. They've all spread a bunch of flyers. I've had people contact me that they've gone to the international airport to spread flyers, to Amtrak, to Greyhound, just any way that if someone's taken her and they're trying to take her, just to show her face, just to make sure, she's not being taken against her will.
And you mentioned ADHD. Was there anything else maybe mentally going on, or that you knew of?
She does suffer from anxiety, and once upon a time she was diagnosed with autism. We had her
reevaluated.
What's the word?
Screened, maybe?
Reevaluated.
Okay.
We had her reevaluated a few months ago, actually, and they told us no, she didn't have autism, but she did have some autistic traits. She did have ADHD, some autistic traits, but not autism. So I'm not sure where to leave with that, because one doctor said she did and one doctor saying she doesn't, and I don't know. She's just in the middle, I guess, because she does have some tendencies, but socially she's pretty great. So I'm not sure.
And with the video that you were able to see whenever your boyfriend dropped her off, where was that? Which video? Was that a surveillance camera?
It was a surveillance camera from the church, Peace Church, right next to Hunters Creek Middle School.
And do you have that video?
I don't have that. They didn't show me. They wouldn't show me. It was actually my sister was the one at location, and they were letting her know what they saw on camera.
Okay.
They didn't show it to any of us.
Got it. Okay.
I need to speak to your sister. I need to speak to your sister.
Jen, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Please, 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 if you have.
I didn't hear anything about the black shorts. I need to hear. Did I miss something, or Danielle why wasn't she? I'm missing something here. Danielle, if you can connect with K. Cole, to say about that. I really would like that. I gotta hear that part. I didn't hear it either. It's in a different interview. The other video.
Any information, contact me, contact law enforcement.
Okay. Beginning Journey says, how do you get a free membership? It's not for free. Sorry. So sorry about that, buddy. Everyone said wrong with the video. Look at the comments. It's a lot of comments. It's the other interview. Okay. Sorry, guys. It was the wrong interview. It's all right. Betty Sheets with the membership. Let's welcome her to the family. She got a membership. Enjoy your perks, your badge, your emojis, your priority in chat, and your growth in your badge. Congratulations. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on getting this interview for you guys. Okay, so this was the interview, right? Black Crocs.
Okay. So the first question is if I can have your first, your last name, and spell them both out for me.
Okay. Jennifer Soto. JENNIFER SOTO.
Mother. Jennifer, tell me how you feeling right now.
I feel like I can't breathe. All I keep thinking about is, where is she? Is she safe? Is she okay? But we're all a wreck. My entire family is a mess. We're just so worried.
So when she mentions the black Crocs, guys, is it this video or the black shorts? Is it this video? I just want to be very sure here. 30-something minutes. I just want to be sure, guys. If I hear black shorts and Crocs, I'm going to flip my lid in the chat. I am going to flip my lid. I don't know how. Guys, nobody noticed this. Nobody noticed this. You know what made me notice this? This article.
When did you?
This article. This is the piece that we were missing. This is one of the holes now filled because now we know what he did. What he did. Now we know. Now we okay. This is, I'm going to flip my lid.
First realized, or when did you file a missing report?
We filed a missing report. We called the police at 4:45.
yesterday, 4:45 p.m., but she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing. We had dropped her off close to the school.
9 o'clock in the morning, she went missing. Damn.
She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry. That should be it. Sorry about that. We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share.
You share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I know you had conversations with detectives. Not sure what that conversation is, but whichever you feel comfortable sharing, that will put the awareness out there.
Yeah, she was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras. They saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just saw her walk away around 9 a.m. heading towards the school, but she never made it.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
What has the school said? Have you been in contact with the school?
Yes, that they're doing everything they can. They've given me all their resources. The principal's called me. They've looked at their cameras. I don't think they've caught anything on the cameras is too far away from the sidewalk. Everything is too grainy, so they can't see specific faces.
People saying that it's coming up. They said that it's coming up in an interview, so I got to hear it.
But they've looked. I'm just waiting to hear anything else from them.
Is this normal behavior?
Not at all.
To just not show up or call or text or anything?
Not at all, no. She, from time to time, she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home. She went to school. But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD, her memory. She's very forgetful. So yeah, there's no way to track her right now because the detectives don't have her phone. But this isn't normal behavior now.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time. I couldn't make it because I was working, but she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
13?
She's 13 years old, yes.
13, Madeline?
Madeline.
What are you thinking right now?
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. This isn't like her to just pick up and run away, or just not go to school. I don't know what to think.
Friends, the friends' parents, you've contacted and went through every single person?
Everyone that we know that she knows, we've contacted them all, reached out to them. The parents have gone out to search and look for her as well. And we haven't come up with anything yet.
I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook, Hunters Creek rants and raves and what have you. Did people say that they were going to conduct some type of search party or anything?
A lot of people have asked me to volunteer, if there is one, if they can do one. I have people passing out flyers, going to every store, in that vicinity, a gas station, church. I think people were being stopped in the street this morning in front of the school to see if they've seen anything, if they've heard anything. My family they're going all out right now.
Wait a minute, chat. Give me 1 second real quick. Hold on real quick.
We're letting her know what they saw on camera.
Hold on.
Okay.
But they didn't show it to any of us.
Hold on real quick.
Got it. Okay. Jen is
She has been missing since 8:30 on Monday morning when mom's boyfriend dropped her off near Hunters Creek Middle School. He dropped her off actually near the Peace United Methodist Church on Town Loop Boulevard. So I'll kind of go through like a timeline of events. So they're working extra hard to find Madeline. We can't even imagine.
Hold on, chat.
Anguish that Madeline's family off at about 8:30. Started canvassing the area, looking for any witnesses or surveillance video. So later that evening, while we were doing an investigation, we did obtain an article of Madeline from the house. We called our bloodhound. The bloodhound did an extensive search, which unfortunately did not provide any results about her whereabouts. So our missing persons detectives responded to take over the investigation. So they did interviews with mom's boyfriend, Madeline's friends from school. We were able to access Madeline's phone, and there is information on the phone that indicated that she told people when she turned 13, which was on February 22nd, she actually wanted to go live in the woods. So that was in her phone. And so during the course of the day on Tuesday, detectives and deputies conducted extensive interviews, an extensive canvass. We collected video from the area, and again, conducted interviews with family members. So on yesterday, we distributed flyers in the area near the school. As a matter of fact, Madeline's family had their own flyers. We're also distributing flyers to family and friends and students at the school at the same time. So the house is in Kissimmee, where the family lives, is being held overnight by the Orange County Sheriff's Office. And
all right, guys, I'm trying to find that time. I'm not sure if Daniela, I'm not the timing is not matching, but you said 04. I cannot find that. That's actually very important information, because if that's what she's wearing, if that's what Madeline was wearing, then that means that somebody changed her, because if she never made it to the school and they have footage of her being, in the car, of her returning home in the car, she's unconscious. How was she changed? How was she changed? Did you drug her while she was asleep the whole entire time? And then did you sell her to somebody in which they probably... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, guys. I just thought of a scenario where he probably... Oh, shit. Oh, wow. That's why she was changed. Excuse me. There we go. She was last seen. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for saying bless you. Thank you. I don't want to tell you guys because I know you guys are going to get on me, but I'm actually sick. And I didn't want to say anything. I know Breezy and King Cole, they're going to get on me. I don't want to say anything. She was last seen around 8 a.m. local time on February 26th wearing green shirt, black shorts, and white Croc shoes, authorities said. So this was That's... So I got the correct interview.
The Kissimmee police so that we could secure search warrants. This is common practice in cases like this, and those search warrants should be executed today. On Wednesday this morning, more than 50 members of our emergency response team responded out there to the area near the school and conducted an area search for Madeline. And so we have a command post set up out there at that area. We also
let me
have a
get to this
command
part.
post. So, you know, our detectives in person cases, especially missing juvenile surveillance squad, goes every single sex offender station. And so, you know, I wish I had some more definitive answers. We just want to keep getting Madeline's picture out there. We want people who may know something about her disappearance. 911. Every parent's work, everything to take some questions. But again, still early on in the investigation. I'll start over here. So right now, the facts of the disappearance don't qualify through the Florida Department of Law Enforcement for an Amber Alert. Certainly, if through the investigation it does qualify for an Amber Alert, we will send that out.
Sure. Just, I know we say it's the her mother's boyfriend. Is there any indication the father's in the picture? Is he local? Is there any possibility another family member from, I guess, previous marriage might be involved in this?
There's no information to indicate that there's another family member.
She was last seen 8:30 local time on February 6th. Okay. This is a problem. And let me tell you why this statement is a problem. Because if she was wearing black, around 8:30 a.m., but they said that they threw her stuff out at Stephen threw her stuff out at 7:35. So that's a huge contradiction. But if she's wearing a green sweatshirt, which I believe, because if we cross-reference that to what we found out of the leaked photo says the body on the ground was wearing a green top and blue jeans. Two things plays in my mind. Number one, he either did what he wanted to do and changed her bottom so he's not linked to the body. Or two, it kind of sounds like someone drugged her, gave her to someone, and they did that. They did it, whoever it is. I'm not saying it's just, I'm giving you different scenarios, all right? Because we don't still know. It's still an open investigation. They said it's still early. It sounds like he either drugged her and then took her shit, but then why would he dispose of her items? Oh, yeah. Okay, it's more likely the first scenario where he did something to her. You know what I'm talking about? And he cleaned up. You know what I mean? He cleaned up, took her stuff and out. And then he went back. Remember, he went back. Remember that. He went back. We watched all these videos today. I cross-referenced all that. He went back. He went back.
All of that. I'll show you. This is approximately now where their apartment is located. And it's from there that Stearns agreed to pick up Madeline and bring her to school. Now, he doesn't take her all the way to school. Let me show you where he claims he dropped off Madeline. It's the Peace United Methodist Preschool. It's about 5 miles from the apartment, where you can see right there. But he claims that she was embarrassed about being dropped off at her middle school and asked to be dropped off there. And he says that he did it at about 8:40 in the morning. So let me show you where her school is now, the middle school. It's Hunters Creek Middle School. I want you to be, she wasn't going to see me getting dropped off, so you drop her off half a mile away, right? Now, investigators obviously took a close look at everything that they could. They worked quickly in this case. And let me show you what investigators believe happened that morning as opposed to what Stephen Stearns said happened that morning. We begin again in Kissimmee, Florida. We'll show you where that apartment is.
Here it is, here it is, here it is.
Once again. Now, what the video evidence showed.
Evidence, video evidence. Pay attention, pay attention.
Was that Stearns was there at 7:35 a.m. He appeared to be discarding items into the complex's dumpster.
Whatever happened, it sounds like it happened right around or in that house.
Okay? Investigators later found in that dumpster the backpack and laptop belonging to Madeline. Remember, this is at 7:35 a.m. Then he leaves that complex. Authorities haven't released any information about where Stearns went next. But at some point, he returns to the apartment complex.
He returns to the apartment complex. I need you to use your head. Some people are saying, like, no, you're wrong. Guys, when I said scenarios, opinions, I don't say that that's exactly what happened. I'm giving you scenarios. I'm saying he could have. He could have. I didn't say for a fact he sold her and they did it. I said he could have. Guys, it's always good to bounce ideas. Don't ever be tunnel vision. I taught you guys this. Stop always sticking to one thing and focusing on it so much. You need to broaden your spectrum, accept things, cross-reference it, look at the evidence. That's what we're doing right here. So what did the evidence just tell us? Video evidence say 7:35. We got that. That's a fact. He came back. That's a fact. He threw out stuff. That's a fact. She was wearing a green sweatshirt. That's a fact. Cross-reference from the photos from the sheriffs did. She read blue jeans. That's a fact. They made and released a statement saying she was wearing black shorts with white Crocs. That is a fact that they said. Fact, 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 fact. I'm not saying maybe, scenario, if. I'm only saying that when it comes to what could have happened. But I'm telling you what actually happened. And what actually happened was he returned back to the complex. He didn't make it to the school. He lied about that. It was 7:35. It wasn't 8:30. It wasn't 9 o'clock. So something that happened for him to return back to the complex. Why? He could have just 7:35. She's dead. He could have left into Old Oak. He didn't do that. He left and came back. Pay attention.
Items into the complex's dumpster. Okay? Investigators later found in that dumpster the backpack and laptop belonging to Madeline. Remember, this is at 7:35 a.m. Then he leaves that complex. Authorities haven't released any information about where Stearns went next.
They didn't release any information on where he went when he first left. But all they know is that he did not make it to the school. That is the hole that's this big that we're missing. Because we can identify as if his next motive was she already dead? Why did he go back? Did her clothes change? Black shorts to blue jeans? That's the missing piece of element. They probably didn't tell us because he probably did that. That's the only motive that I know, because it confirms by this video that he actually confirmed as of today, 6 hours ago. So if you cross-reference this video back to this video, back to this statement, this identifies the person. You come back to the video again. It shows you location. You can already form a motive. But not only that, because we cross-reference the body of what was on the ground of the photo back to the Daily Mail. Excuse me, That was the Daily Mail. You cross-reference that to the contradiction of the black shorts. Not a contradiction, just it sounds like somebody changed her. Why is this on, but not the one that majority where offenders go to? You understand what I'm saying? It's the process of elimination. It's more of the chances of higher probability of intent, of motive. You understand?
But at some point, he returns to the apartment complex and is spotted there at 8:19 a.m.
8:19. 8:19
a.m. Video surveillance captures Madeline inside the vehicle at 8:19 when he returns. And sadly, authorities believe she was already dead at that point.
Right there. She's already deceased in the car. He returned back to the home, which she was supposed to be in school. What is the reason to returning the body? What is the reason to returning the body back to the complex? He didn't need to do that. You know what he needed to do? From the first time he left the complex, he could have went right there and dumped the body. No. Why would you need to go back to the house? Isn't that any other person, a serial killer or a murderer would do that? Oh no, I killed her. Well, it's time to dump the body. No. He had a different reason of returning back to the house. But that's where I'm confused. Because if she's in the car, who's back at the house? The mom. Now that's a question that the mom. I'm telling you, why didn't reporters, people ask this question? It feels like I need to go do the job. I would have said, Mom, he returned back at 8:19. Did you notice your daughter was in the car? Oh, did you notice that, did you check the car? Did you use the car? Was you awake? Was you asleep? Did he seem in a hurry? Why did he return back to the house? You see him enter the house. He entered the house. What did he do in the house when he returned back at 8:19? Mom? These are questions we need to be asking. Let's put the mother back to the side. The key hole is why did he didn't do this. He did that. He went back. This is the major key right here. And I stress this because this will answer so many questions, period.
Apartment complex and is spotted there at 8:19 a.m. Video surveillance captures Madeline inside the vehicle at 8:19 when he returns. And sadly, authorities believe she was already dead at that point. There's the apartment complex. Now let me show you where Madeline was found. Madeline was discovered in a wooded area off of Hickory Tree Road, 17 miles away from the apartment. I believe it's in St. Cloud. Back. It's about a 37-minute drive without traffic to get from Kissimmee to St. Cloud, where Madeline's remains were discovered. Now, he was supposed to appear for his initial appearance on Saturday.
Hold on real quick. Oh, man. Somebody said, I sent you the video. Guys, if you can find the video for me, I don't have the patience right now, and I got to focus on this. You're getting your time frames wrong. I'm looking at your messages. And by the way, I don't want no videos of other podcasters and nobody else. I want direct links from articles or news stations. They and me are the bridge between you and the detectives of what they have. They do investigation work as I do on the computer. They do it in person. So that being said, I rather get stuff from Court TV, WKTV, ABC, Fox, or WFLL. I'd rather stuff like News Nation. It's very reliable. Not other podcasters. No offense to nobody else. It's just I'd rather get it from the source. You know what I'm saying? Especially when certain stations are actually reliable. I know News Nation is, Court TV, Crime Time is very reliable. They get accurate information. Because I have a reputation on this channel where people come to me to make sure that I got the correct shit. Because if I mess up one time, my credibility goes low. And I'm not going to put that on another podcaster or a TikToker or no against to nobody who does so. If you're a TikToker, a podcaster, God bless you, you're cool. You're dope. But I'd rather get it from the source. You know what I'm saying? So respectfully. You sent the video to my Facebook? Okay, I would appreciate that if you can. It didn't play. Oh, there it goes.
What was she wearing?
She was last seen wearing a green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Shout out to Mia Stacks. Mia Stacks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She did say it.
Yeah.
I know as a mother, you have home.
US canine dog.
Like if you James one weekend, maybe
Me at the school. But we did check my mom's office. White Croc.
Oh gosh, I just had to tip my tongue. What was she wearing?
She was last seen wearing a green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs.
Oh my God.
A black JanSport backpack with gray hibiscus flowers on it.
And you said this is not like her.
Not at all.
To run away, an argument, anything like that to provoke her.
That confirms it for me. That confirms. I'm good. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. There it is. 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 All right. This case is a bit, okay. This is wild. Yep. Yep. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm over here thinking Savannah Soto was wild. May she rest in peace, her and Matthew, but Madeline got me with this one. Baby girl, rest in peace, man. Because you cannot be going to school with black shorts and them shits are just completely gone and you have a whole pair of jeans. I'm thinking, and here's my hypothesis. I am thinking that he took the shorts, his DNA, something got on it. You know what it sounded like? He climaxed on it, changed it, put the jeans on, threw the body. He think it won't be connected to him. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. That's my hypothesis. That's my hypothesis. Disgusting. I'm disgusted. How did nobody else find this out? I'm surprised. Misty, I missed your super chat, but I got you. Misty, Lachelle, thank you for the $2. She said he cleaned his DNA and snuck back in and grabbed a pair of pants. That's basically what I said. Yeah, Misty, it's basically like that. She can't catch a break. Who said that? Who said that? She can't catch a break. Jacqueline Waller. Exactly. This is exactly why I do this job. This is exactly why I do this job. This is exactly why I do this. Exactly why. That's crazy. This is crazy. Let's take another call. This is wild. I can't believe I can't believe it. Shout out to Danielle and shout out to Misty Stacks. I appreciate you. K Cole, what's going on, girl? You told me. All right. I'm sorry, K Cole. I keep calling and okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. Give me a second real quick. Janice. Hey, this is No from Novesity. How are you?
I'm good. I got to start it off with a year.
What's going on, Gabrielle? How are you?
Oh man, this and Derek, I'm like, oh, man, I'm stressed out. You said it right. When you watch a lot of this, your soul, like it does something to your soul, bro. Like these are children, and I wanted to ask you, do you have children?
Do I have kids?
Yeah.
Why, you think I relate to this case or any other case?
No, I feel that you don't have kids, and when you do, you're going to be one of the best dads out there, bro, for real.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. You're so kind.
Bro, yo, when I was watching a few days your live and you were reading the affidavit, in my heart, I'm like, oh man, he's gonna break down. And you broke down, and I started crying because this is kids, man. This is pure, innocent kids, man. And that broke my heart. And I saw how you got, and I told myself, man, if this man don't have any kids, he's like the woman, she's gonna win the lottery with you, and they're gonna have the best daddy that's gonna protect them at all costs, bro, for real.
Damn, Abby, you're so adorable. I appreciate that. I mean, it's just like you can't be human if to read that affidavit, to see what he did, to hear what he did to Madeline. I mean, it's disgusting. She was what, 11, 12, and 13. And it breaks my heart knowing that you are grooming a girl also with disabilities, a lot of things that's wrong with her. And he just took advantage of her. And, you know, man, just all I'm going to say, an eye for an eye. Give me 5 minutes in a room and everything will be all right.
Oh, my man, I'm there with you. You tell me what. The Bronx will come out.
Facts, that ass.
No, but let me tell you, like, I'm a victim of that too, and yo, that's nothing to play with. Like, she must have, and this is why I feel like mom is in it, because it's either mom is in it or mom loves the boyfriend too much to believe it. Because I gave all the signs. I gave all the signs to my mom, and I'm talking about as early as 2 years old, hiding under the shortest.
Oh my God, Abby, I am so sorry. What?
Bro, can you give me permission to tell you my story quick?
If respectfully, if you can do it just a little quick, because I have to take 3 more people. Because I'm short on time. But yes, you can. Just if you could do it just a little quick.
All right. So my mom was working, so my grandma took care of me. Her man which wasn't my grandfather. He used since I would say 2 years old. He started. He was always watching wrestling, and he used wrestling to, do those things to me. And I even told my mom, because she asked me why do I sleep under the coffee table, which is the shortest coffee table in the living room. And I told her because the monster can't get me. So that was one clue, and I was about 2.5. And then later on, around 5 years old, I asked my mom, like, why Willow has a cigar in his underwears, and she was just like, what? Because he's morenito también. So she was like, no, I didn't know that females and male, we have different parts. So I practically told her, like, I've seen it. He does all of this to me, and I was forced to keep my mouth shut because my mom said that if it did anything to my grandmother health-wise, that it will be put on me. And I had to keep that secret for a long time. And, man, all of that is just trigger. Like, I'm 34 with 2 kids. I don't let them have sleepovers, and I still wake up in the middle of the night, sometimes sweating because I still feel everything. And
Right. I'm so sorry to hear about this, Abby. This is absolutely terrible. And you have 2 kids, and I bet you are the greatest, but you protect them with all your heart because you know what you went through.
Yeah, just to piggyback on that, like my daughter yesterday, she asked her dad. She said, "Dad, what do you do here? Because Mom is the doctor. She's the nurse. She's the dentist. She does everything. I do everything here. Like I was in the hospital all day waiting for you to come on live because my son is really sick.
Right.
But that man needs to go down. And you asked the question a few days ago. These type of men, they will be caged together so they won't harm each other. But the difference is, at least in Puerto Rico, what Puerto Ricans do is that if you're a pedo and I did this to a woman, I'm gonna connect. I don't know if you know the word bichote. In Puerto Rico, you're the biggest one in jail. They will connect. The bichote will talk to the other bichote on the side of the molestations and all of that, and they will get you. So the man ain't going to last.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
Right.
And,
but I can tell that you really do, but you protect them. Like you're not gonna
No, my kids have no sleepovers.
Good.
I let
But does your husband, you guys talk about that where rules are set for these kids, right?
Oh, hell yeah. My husband asked her today because she's been acting a little weird, and he asked her, he was like, and she's very cool with him, like she tells him everything. And he was like, straight up, have you had your first kiss? And she told him, like, nah, Dad, I really, I don't like the physical touch much.
That's
so,
good. She's smart. She's smart.
Exactly. And she's 15. So I like that because I liked one kid for her that was sweet and all of that. And she was just like, Ma, he keeps asking for hugs and I don't do hugs. So I'm like, that's it. She dropped the kid and I felt so freaking bad. But again, that's how she felt. But the mom, I feel like she's in it. She knew because if I was 2 years old and I was giving my mom clues, she was old enough to show body language. Every time this man comes near me, he hurts me, so I'm going to distance myself from him. She's going to give her body language changes because it changed mine. So Mom had to know. And the fact that she's like, oh, the laptop was off, so you can't pin it. Who spoke about the laptop? It was like she kind of like said it.
She probably sold it, because she wanted to sell it. Sell that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are saying, especially in the comments, 87% of everybody in the chat is saying they believe she's guilty. They believe she's guilty. And I cannot say, she is a suspect, she did it, but I can see what people are talking about. So it does.
Yeah.
It does.
How do you say that your daughter, she's always communicating with you guys, always, she's responsible, and then that day her computer is off, she leaves the phone, and then in the interview she says we, and then she meant I. She was going by what he was saying. But no, you don't wait until 4:00 in the afternoon to find out why your child was absent. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And she sounds calm, and I get it. Some people can stay calm, but not when it's your child. You're ready to become Thor from the Avengers and find the person. And she wasn't doing all of that.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. This is just a crazy ass fucking situation with many holes. But Abby, thank you so much for calling. I really do appreciate you so much, and thank you, and God bless you, and bless your kids, bless your husband, and I'm glad you know. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And one question: you speak Spanish?
No, I don't.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My mom's Italian, so she speaks. She don't even speak Italian. She speaks Spanish. So she never passed the Spanish to me.
Well, we need to get together and figure this out, because there's a whole lot of evidence on Derek of not doing it, and you are the voice, man. I don't listen to other people, because these people be talking opinions, and you go straight with the facts.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll try to find somebody in the chat that could help me speak Spanish then.
Well, me. Yo soy boricua de Puerto Rico.
Claro que sí, está bien. All right, okay, I got you.
Está bien, mami.
Oh, take it easy. Thank you so much, Abby. I appreciate you.
All right, girl.
All right.
I thank you. I love you, man.
I love you too, Abby. You take care now.
Thank you. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. She's so sweet, so nice. That was a good conversation. Let's try to get another caller and quick, because I know it's 12 in the morning, and if I don't give nobody a chance, you guys are going to whoop my butts. I got Kiki. Kiki, are you still available or no? I was going to call you Kiki. Kiki, in the chat. Text again if you're available. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Are you never anything from beside me? Because I want you, and I need you, because I'm down for you always. Crystal. Oh, Crystal, you want me to call you? Crystal, yes. No pulling the Spanish out. I don't know Spanish, guys. I promise you I don't know Spanish. I really don't, though. That's just some lingo that I picked up because I'm from the Bronx. That's it.
Hey.
Hi, Kiki. How's it going? My name is No.
Hey, no, I'm back again from Arkansas.
How are you? So I'm giving. I have to be very strict with the 5 minutes per person, though, because I'm running low on time. Okay.
Okay, I got a couple things.
Yeah.
When I first seen it, I wanted to basically think that it was completely the stepdad or the mom's boyfriend, whoever he is. But I feel like when the mom said that they just got the daughter a checkup to see what she kind of basically had mental illnesses a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like her and the mom he was being a narcissist over both of them, and then the mom probably kind of felt like she'd been abused by him so much, or felt left out. And what he did was he had been messing with her for so long. And the mom, if you working an overnight shift, you're going to get off at least at 7 in the morning. or no late. You know, it's about 6, 7, no late. I mean, it's not gonna be to where you don't know how to describe what your child had on, and then once they get to the scene, it's a whole different clothing. He didn't sneak back in. He didn't do nothing. I believe the mother was with him. I believe, that's my opinion. The mother was with him the whole time. That's why she keeps saying the we. And that's why she keep on saying, well, we dropped her off, and she describing how the baby walked across and, you know, to the church parking lot, and then, oh, well, she left her phone, and she normally does that sometimes. And then she was like, well, you got to catch the part when she was like, well, I go through her phone sometimes, and I was trying to find, you know, the crush, you know, when she was talking about the baby having a crush or whatever on somebody, and she don't see it and this and that. So you got moms sometimes they envy their child because they feel like without a man they are nothing. They was raised not to have a father in their life. So the mothers are just, you know what I'm saying, for is the mother.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's very submissive up under him, and she been doing what he was doing to that child. And I feel like that she was included with him, and that's why the police did not charge him like they did with the Gabby Petito, like they did with the Soto case. Every case, they did not give him capital murder off the top. They only gave him sexual battery. Think about that. They still interested in somebody else, but they're not going to reveal it to the public until they get it red-handed and they put it in her face. I don't think he sold it to nobody. That's my opinion. I don't feel like none of that went on. I feel like the mom was probably like jealous and couldn't control it or stop it, and they look alike, the mom and the daughter. So he got a younger version of the older person in there, and he's been doing this. And the mom kind of she kind of acts a little, from what I can see from the videos and what she's doing, she's kind of a little off balance too.
So you strongly believe that the mother, in your opinion, you believe that the mother definitely was more into this situation?
My opinion, I strongly believe, because I could tell you some stories about how a personal person that I know that's married to somebody, and they know that this man is raping their children and a lot of more people, and they don't care. They still with them. So I'm telling you, like, people be so thirsty just to be with somebody to love and like that they abandon their own kids, or they don't care if they if the man having sex with their kids. They just want to make sure that they got some type of affection and love from them and feel like they helping them out. So I feel like that baby probably, if she wasn't resistant and scratched them or did anything like that, and is visible, and he did not get charged with no murder charges, but they know for a fact that he was doing whatever on her. They are looking into somebody else like they just did that Soto case, and they gonna come back and get her. She probably did the dirty work, because he probably made her do it, because you gotta think about it. If she's describing what that baby had on when she walked out the house, the mom is kind of all over the place at the same time, because she's nervous and she want to tell the story the way that he already has told her how to describe it. Because for one, if she wasn't with him, how does she know where he let the baby out in and the baby? Well, how can she explain it that good? Like, she literally like, well, we dropped her off down the street. Well, we did this. Well, and she walked across, and then she sat down, and then she did this. They already done went over this. They already done talked about it, or either they was together. And the police, I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, they already know. They trying to put the facts together about the actual person that did the murder, and he probably made the mother do the murder part because she probably was jealous of her own daughter.
Yeah, you're right about that. They're eventually going to find out more information about this. I mean, if the mother definitely has something to do with this case.
I wanted to feel like she did
to pick up,
but at the same time, as you watch it, and then the way that she's like, she'll say, like, when you go back and just look at certain things she's saying and how she describing, well, you know, this day the daughter left the phone. Okay, then he go back and the pants get changed. Okay, the police see him get out. They didn't say they see him get out and come out with another pair of pants. It's a lot of stuff that they leaving out. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They didn't say exactly if he threw the dirty ones in the dumpster. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what
And
you're
so, yeah, this is a crazy case. But when you really sit back and you observe and you really just watching how things are going, that lady looked like she's been traumatized by that man her whole life, and all she knows is to do exactly what makes him happy. And at 13, he was done dealing with it because she's too old now for him to keep on
Yeah.
doing what he wanted to do.
I see what you're saying. He just gained an interest towards her, and she just didn't like that. Okay. I see what you're saying. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you for that observation. I appreciate this. This is a very, it's definitely a different take.
I mean, all you got to do is look at it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is look at it. The mom describing, well, we let her out and she did walk across. She's saying it like she was there. I mean, it be the little words that people don't get, that people say that and they tell on themselves.
Right.
Like she's saying we, and everybody like, why she saying we? Why she saying we? Okay, it could be two things. She's traumatized by him always making him include her and everything. I mean, they include each other and everything. Or either she was there.
Can you fix your microphone?
Which they never made it to their school period.
Yeah, can you fix your microphone? Your headset or something?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they never made it to their school period. And that woman was in the car with him the whole time.
Right.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. No, I understand you completely. I understand. A lot of people actually in the chat had that same exact opinion as you do, especially when the mother definitely has something more to do with this. There is a lot of red flags, especially what I discovered today. A lot of red flags and holes in the story, contradictions and
I mean, she
and the
looks like
statements.
she's
It's
been
a lot.
abused.
Yeah.
The mom looked like she's been abused and she's terrified of him. Even in the interview, when that noise was going on in the background, there was him back there like throwing a tantrum or a fit or something. I guess it was him. I don't know, but it was really weird. But you see how she completely paused and shut up. That is a person that has been traumatized, has been beaten, and has went through so much. And this person got them terrified of their own life, and they'll do anything to make them happy, satisfy them, save them, whatever.
Thank you, Kiki. I really appreciate this opinion. This was actually interesting, like for real. Thank you so much. That is a very good take on about the mother and stuff, because she has been acting. Just her statements is definitely a bit.
Yeah, and then the
unorthodox.
clothes. That man, a normal. And then one more thing, a normal. I've been watching a lot of these stories because my daughter got stolen by the police department in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and they into sex trafficking. What I'm trying to tell you, when somebody, and then I got people in my family who's been molested by certain people. When people are out to do something to somebody or they raping them, they moving fast with adrenaline. He's not going to think about changing her clothes and all that. And he already trying to leave her somewhere where he thinks she'll never be found in his brain. You got to think about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The mother is somebody helped. I don't care. And it was the mother. It wasn't no anybody.
Yeah. We're going to find out really soon, because this is their piece. We're going to hear an update this week, probably once, but next week, definitely there's something. Thank you so much, Kiki. I appreciate
and I remember
you.
I spoke on the Savannah Soto case.
Yes, I do remember.
And it came right out the next day.
Thank you so much, Kiki.
About what I spoke on.
Thank you.
But okay, that's all I wanted.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Kiki.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right,
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. That was 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're pretty good. How do we know if Maddie have any disorders? Anna says on Discord. Discord I don't really look at when I'm streaming, but lucky enough I've seen that Anna K. The mother said that she was reevaluated. She had autism. One doctor said she didn't, but she was more close to the spectrum. She also suffered from ADHD and I believe OCD. Don't count me on the OCD one, but definitely ADHD. Yeah, that was yeah. I know, guys, there's a lot of people on the phone calls, a lot. Trust me, guys, podcast almost every single day. But right now, I think that I am, let's see here. What am I missing? If I'm missing any important notes. here's what's important. Subscribe. I don't give a heck if you're on YouTube, watching this from TikTok. I don't know what you're watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That is very important because I'm about to release the interview call that I had yesterday. I'm actually going to do another video call. Oh, there's another video that came out. Guys, there's a video that came out 2 hours ago. Should I save that for tomorrow or you guys want to watch it now? Oh, yeah, there's another video that just came out. Oh, it's probably something similar. You guys want to watch it now or should we save this for mañana? Got to practice my Spanish, you know. Abby was speaking the Espanol, so I got to be on my Prince voice. I gotta be Latino. I gotta be a Latino today, my friend, you know? It's some time, I forget, my friend. I gotta be a little Spanish today. Now? Okay. Well, it's a new video, so let's see what we got. Oh, wait. Chat, this might not be a new video. It said it was. Hold on.
Details on the case of Madeline Soto.
According to documents obtained by WESH 2, Soto's mother's boyfriend, Stefan Stearns, was abusing her for nearly 2 years. WESH 2's
back even further. An arrest affidavit for Stefan Stearns says he allowed law enforcement to search his phone, but said he had accidentally done a factory reset on it the day Madeline disappeared. Despite the reset, investigators say they were able to get videos and images off of the phone, and metadata showed some of what they found.
Oh, wait a minute. Digitally appears every day.
Was from August of 2022 when Madeline would have been 11.
So this is the date only that they received after the factory reset. Oh my God.
Mr. Stearns is aware of what he's been arrested for.
Oh my God.
Stearns is now in the Osceola County Jail being held on charges of sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material. A therapist says it's important to talk to your kids about abuse, even if you think you don't need to.
Some family members or some parents feel they're doing everything that they can to protect their children, so it doesn't come to mind to even ask those questions.
Charlotte McCullough, a licensed marriage and family therapist, says there can be certain indicators that something can be happening with your child.
Specifically for sexual abuse, things like mistrust, things like not wanting to be alone with a certain person, you know, things like knowing about sexual things that's inappropriate for their age.
She says indicators of emotional abuse can be depression, low self-esteem, and a lack of personal hygiene.
That's crazy because the grandmother stated, I believe Des said in her thing, that she couldn't be alone or something like that, right? And look at the birthday party. She was just sad. This is interesting. This is connecting pretty well towards her persona, her personality that we know of. Remember that Reddit photo of her being 9 is because she made something. That was when he said girlfriend, not wife, no nothing. That was when they were together. When she was 9, she was like this, happy with her dad. Look at her now. With the up-to-date photos, she's not happy. She's not happy. Maddie's not happy. That makes sense now.
Your child shuts down or becomes withdrawn, that is the time to lean in, not from an aggressive perspective, but from a caring perspective, and just talking to them, normalizing talking to your teens about everything, including abuse.
Stearns is being held here at the Osceola County Jail on no bond for the charges he is facing. He has not been charged in connection with Madeline's death. If you know or suspect someone is being abused, we've posted information on the Florida Abuse Hotline on WESH.com.
So he hasn't been connected with her death. It's just a matter of time. If I find out that he didn't do it, you think I'm going to change my attitude? The guy got CP on his phone. He's a disgusting human. They might not say they haven't found a connection. Do you believe he did this to her? Do you believe he committed a homicide, in your opinion, towards this beautiful, sweet child? Do you believe so? If so, make sure you guys leave a comment in the video. leave a comment in the video. Guys, I was going to go through the comments on my recent YouTube podcast, but it's going on 4 hours I've been streaming. My butt is literally numb. You guys are tired. It's almost 1 a.m. We'll do that tomorrow. So when I end this podcast, leave a comment. Ask a question. I'm going to go through the comments. I'm going to understand you. Talk about theories. Talk about anything. Drop a comment. I'm about to end this podcast immediately. But before I do, this is how you do it. Go to the YouTube channel, right? Go to my YouTube channel. If you haven't, you see the subscribe button? All right. You're going to click that button, right? When you click subscribe, right? Subscribe. The join, that means that you want to become a Novesity Nation class member. That is different. When you press subscribe, that means follow. Click it, right? Click it and then look at, see the pretty colors? You click that. You see the bell? See how the bell moved? You click all. You click ALL. That's going to let you know any video I upload, lives, shorts, videos, podcasts, you name it, all. And that's it. You will get all notifications. On Facebook, do the same thing. Click the page, click favorites, and click all. You're done. All right, guys? Thank you guys so much for watching this long podcast that I knew this was going to be a long one because we had some crazy. Oh, wait, somebody became a member. Wait, who became a member? Hold on. Doodle Mom. Welcome to the Novesity class member. Oh, whoa. Thank you for joining the family. Appreciate it. Congratulations on your perks and your badge. Frankie's mom with a $2 super chat says he moved in with 2 of his parents 2 years ago. Frank said he was with his parents on and off. Correct. From where he lived there to her residence. So you are correct on that. He was kind of back and forth, but he would go just to see Madeline. It's not even his daughter, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys so much. Before you go, hit the like button. That's all I would hope for you guys to do. Can I get 20 more likes over at YouTube? I would appreciate that. Facebook, hit the share button. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate you guys a ton. But this is definitely the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you being here. The bouquet, I'm going to rack up. What I'm going to do is the bouquet from you guys and me to her, to Madeline. I'm going to choose one, customize it. It's going to be from Novesity, which is you. I am accepting direct donos. The direct donos from this entire week is going to be towards the bouquet of flowers for her funeral or her service. I'm going to need help with that. You guys can let me know. The GoFundMe is going to take a lot of money. So if you can, any donations from today till the end of Sunday is going to be directly towards the idea that I had yesterday, the flowers. The Cashapp is Novesity. You can see in the description, or Venmo is Novesity. It's my face. It says Nove Cross. You could look in the description. I'll type it in YouTube right now. YouTube, this is it right here. And Facebook, this is it right here. Anything that you guys want to send, I'm going to put part of it towards the bouquet. One of your podcasts with the mother. It was when it was a podcast with the mother. Okay. Yes. So, thank you guys so much. During the bouquet, you guys, I'm going to see which flowers to get and how I'm going to customize it. And hopefully you guys could help me choose one. I will definitely do it with you guys on the Discord. I'll ask you guys what color, flowers, or what have you. So yeah. It's going to be pretty nice. I just want to do something nice for Maddie. This poor girl. So, I think that sums it up. I just want to make sure I'm good on everything. Yep, I'm good, guys. All right, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. How do I send $1? I guess you can send it to the Cash App or Venmo, which is going to go towards her bouquet for Madeline. When we send it over to her service. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. I love you guys. And You guys are great. I love you guys. All right, guys. Have a good night. Take care. Until then, like I always say, do good, die great. Justice is swift, always an eye for an eye. Look out for the merch in 3 weeks. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.